good afternoon. Made me a bit there we go. Now everything's loaded in. But Werecat, how you doing today? Good to see you here. I'm glad to have you here. Anyway, good afternoon, folks. We're gonna get started with some map making today, as it is Thursday. So you know what that means. That means today is the Chillax art stream. Art. I call it art.
Hello there.
I think it's art. Hello there. Kenobi. Hey, Potato, how we doing? All right, we got all the friends up in here. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do some fun maps, and we're gonna make a roadside encounter. It's gonna be actually in a road, so kind of like in between buildings. So that shouldn't actually take us that long. If we can get two maps done, then thank you for that part. Starting off the stream strong. Oh, by the way, Potato, that reminds me, for D&D, we did get Foundry to work. You have been summoned by the tags. Oh no. What, digital art? How fair. Yeah, so we did get Foundry to work, so we're gonna try to use that tomorrow. So if I can get you, I want to say I have time today, but I'm not sure if I'll have time today. Probably be before we start tomorrow. I'll walk you through kind of how to use it tomorrow. I'll do that with both you and Skype. But anyway, but that's something off screen. Anyway, but yeah, glad you're all here today. How are you doing today? That's you, Potato, and Orgama. It's good to see you. How are your days going so far? Because it's like in the evening for y'all. Well, technically still afternoon because the evening starts at 6. So it's only evening for you, I believe. Too. Art's not quite there yet. Alright, but meanwhile, let's go ahead and switch this over and get some mapping done. Hungry as usual. How about me? I'm doing just fine. Yeah, I am doing just fine. Thank you for asking. Oop, hello. Just gonna scoot that back over where it belongs. There we go. And bada bing, bada boom. Alright, yeah, I'm doing just dandy. Having a grand old time, getting ready to have some fun making some maps. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Now, have you considered eating dinner? I know it's quite radical, but I hear it's quite good. It usually solves the hunger issue. Right, but we're just gonna get started right here. So, nice little map. You doing well today too? Nice. Whoop, there we go. Get a texture going. This music is probably a little loud here. How is that? Does that sound good? Can I have nice background music? Perfect. Still waiting on it? You eat late here? Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, so we're going to be using this road here. It's in the background. Alright, and we're going to scale this down. Should we? Yeah, we're going to scale it down to half. So we're going to go to our advanced settings right here. And yeah, that's about good. What time do you usually eat, Potato? Alright, let's go ahead and turn on our grid. This is going to be a battle map, and it's 40 by 40. That's perfect. We just have to, as I figured out, we have to calculate the pixel size to get the grids to align. But I figured out how to do that, so we should be good in the future whenever I do other things like that. Okay, so hold on. I want to do it right in the middle. So let's count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stop. Telemarkers. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that right here is the main. It's the middle. So we're just gonna apply that right there, so I know that's the middle one. So I'm thinking the roads. It's gonna be a decent sized road. So we'll probably be. Was that 5? Yeah, 5 from each. So 5 squares from each. So that'll be the road. It's gonna go right down the middle. Depends when your parents are home or whether I'm the one cooking. So 8 p.m. Oh, dang. Oh, thank you for catching that. I've totally missed the bottom corner. You're right. Wow. Yeah, 8 o'clock. That's a bit late. Although I know it's like the Indian culture. They eat like not Native American, like actual Indian. They eat at like what 8 o'clock? Hey, Luke, the Luke of Fluke. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome on in, and welcome to the queue. I'm glad you're here today. In the wise words of Bob Ross.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today.
Yeah, no, I'll try not to abuse that SFX too much. By the way, if you do want to have some fun while we're doing this, we have SFX in the chat as well as a variety of other more hidden SFX that were all found, so they're now all there. In addition to that, we have fun channel point things you can use as well. The possibilities are endless. In fact, I might give away some channel points today. We'll see. See how I feel. But anyway, the Duke of Fluke. How are you doing today, dude? Good to have you here. All right, so this is kind of like gonna be a city roadside encounter, so we're gonna need houses here. So also, I don't see this taking very long. Can we have that effect? What effect? Like sound effects? Very good. Glad to hear it, man. My day is going fantastic so far. You know, I'm sitting down with some cool people, making a cool map. Couldn't ask for a better day. Also, drink some tea. The Bob Ross. I can give you, like, as a command. I can make that a command. If you give me a good Bob Ross MP3, I'll make that a command. We're gonna use. Let's go ahead and use our. We'll use marble roofs here. Let's see which ones do I want to use. I think I might want the whole roof here. Yeah, composite, just to make it a little better for me. What tea is it today? It is raspberry iced tea. I usually drink raspberry like iced tea on stream. It just keeps longer. Because when I have hot tea, it gets cold quickly. And then drinking cold tea that was hot, it's never good. But like cold tea that gets a little bit like kind of room temperature is okay. You can tolerate that. But that's usually why. Although I do like a good English breakfast. A little bit of cream in there. Oh yeah. Although the other day I was having some vanilla chai. It was quite good. All right, so let's go ahead and get some houses. Oh, thank you for the lurk. Where can I appreciate it? All right, why is that command not working? It absolutely should be. Friend microwaves it when it cools down. Yeah, I've done that, but it's not the same. You know, it's not the same. All right, let's go ahead and let's get some scale going here. So how big do I want these houses to be? That's the question right here. So I'm thinking we'll get like a kind of a square house here. They'll be over the road just a little bit, you know. Now there's the same thing with coffee. Ooh. Now, you're getting rid of the flavor, man. You need the flavor. No, it's not the same. So where they are is kind of like a densely packed residential. So we should bring these densely pack these? Pack these. You know what I mean. Pack these a little bit more. Some I will put kind of further. I will add like a little path going to it, maybe a little garden. You know, not everything is perfect. We'll add some variety of roofs as well. So yeah, like this. We'll make this one a bigger house here. We'll put it up to 90 or so. It doesn't need to be too crazy. Yeah, like you gotta drink it quickly, you know. When you reheat a beverage, it's just not the same. You lose some of that that flavor, and it's just like, where did you go wrong, man? Like that right there. We'll actually put this one here, and then we'll do a kind of an oval shape house. I'm probably gonna need to redo these. I'm thinking because I want to still be battle map, but the houses. So the houses I used were a part of the regional stance, which are kind of at an angle. So you're looking at them. So instead of top down like this, you're looking at them like from an angle like this. So it's different, but maybe I can make it. I could do that with a battle map. I'm gonna stick with how it is normally. If I had some trees and such, it should be fine. But these will be our main houses. And actually, what I'm gonna do is I want to break this up a little bit. So I'm gonna take this bad boy and put it here, because I want these to be a little bit different. Well, I mean, I want it to look broken up, kind of. I mean, 10-foot alleyway, that's not too bad. Yeah, this is what we'll go for. And then we'll have something else be over there. Alright, so this is kind of the house layout I want. I'm not quite sure how I'm liking it so far, but I think if I give it enough time, I can kind of get it together. It might look decent. But for now, we'll figure it out. But anyway, the Duke of Fluke. Do you play Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, make a park? Perfect. Yeah, make like a little park area. I like to reuse my maps, so that'll work great. And we're gonna get some trees down. We don't want fall. Yeah, I kind of want like oak trees, so they were a little bit more what do you call? Different color, but we'll just use these. You never have, man? Always wanted to give it a try. Ooh, nice. We're in for a treat. Dungeons & Dragons is a great time. I actually really enjoy it. By the way, we have a community challenge going on currently in the channel points reward section. If you have the channel points, you can spend on it. Where we're actually going to do a D&D live stream with viewers. But yeah, I've played quite a bit. I just got Art of Art here and the Puny Potato into Dungeons & Dragons too. And so far, I think they like it. Thank you for contributing to the community challenge. By the way, do y'all want free channel points? Because y'all have been spending a lot. Let's give you some free channel points, shall we? Shall we? Let's start a prediction. So, let's see. Yep, so you can win channel points here. It's pretty easy. I'm going to call it want free channel points. Because honestly, I use them a bit. It'll be open for 5 minutes. I'll open it for 5 minutes, and a prediction, you just predict whichever you want. So there, you can go all in, you'll get double back, and yeah, free channel points for all of y'all. That's essentially what that is right there. Put that right there. Always need more, it's true. But hey, I'd rather have y'all spend it than it literally stay in the channel and do absolutely nothing. Alright, so we got that. Let's get some paths down. Kind of connecting to the houses here. We're going to use our brush for this. And I think we're going to use a dirt. Probably, actually, I like the sand texture better. Because it looks more like just kind of packed. And I'm thinking maybe I make these squares a bigger. So let's go to our grid. So we're gonna turn up the width. We're gonna make this 2. And we'll turn down the amount of rows here. Yeah, 30, 30. I kind of like that better. I think that looks good. You need more pressuring material. Yep, all you have to do is say yes. If you don't want channel points, say no, and there you go. Looks like someone doesn't want channel points. Alright, hey, if you don't want it, that's entirely up to you. Art, did you just say no? You have to vote yes, because only one of them will get it. But bravo. Alright, so let's get this path down. We are gonna turn down the opacity just a bit. Just kind of come along here. Because I don't want it to be, too crazy. Just like a little dirt path. Or maybe I should make it more cobblestone. Like, it should be stone, and I'll put, like, a layer of dirt over it so it looks a little dirty. Oh, no! Rip Art 2021. Hey, there you go. I saw you put a few in. We got 1 3K in there. You can put in as many or as little as you like, by the way. You should get about double back. That wasn't a yes or no. It's like, do you want free channel points? Yes or no? You said no. You're like, no, man, I ain't about that. I want to earn my channel points fair and square. The hard way. Like, well, alright, man. I won't stop you if you want to do it the hard way. More power to you. You're just going to be missing out on some cool rewards. Alright, this looks very boxy. I'm not a fan. So I think what I'm going to do... kind of ghost it so it fades out a little bit. Actually, oh, no, I have a better idea. I know what I'm going to do. So you know how, like, normal roads have, like a little... You still have 9K there. They have, like, what do you call it? Like, an edge. A median? A barrier? Kind of like that, like normal ones. We're going to add one of those, and that'll break it up. So if I go... I actually did this on another one. Thick dark marble? Do I want dark marble? I think I want a little bit lighter. Let me look here. White marble. Thick limestone. Kind of like this white marble. Make this small enough. Thank you for the ping. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah, we turn down the opacity a little bit. Kind of like that. I can kind of dig that. Let's zoom in here. Yep, enjoy your SFX. Maybe I think I might keep the opacity the same. Or was it I think I used standing stones. Because this looks a little bit too tall. I kind of don't like that. Y'all pinging my Discord. I actually do have a ping on my Discord. Let's see what it is. Thank you for the fart. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh man, that was aggressive. Yeah, it was from a group chat. By the way, there is a new question of the day. As always, feel free to answer it or don't. It's entirely up to you. But that is today's question of the day. So what do y'all think? What is the craziest thing you've ever done? If you would all like, I'm happy to go first too, if need be. We're not going to use those. Thank you very much for the blessing. Alright. Medium. What do I... Maybe we'll use logs. Honestly, I feel like logs would make more sense. Considering, like, society. Because maybe they don't have a great stone cutting, so they use logs. I think that could look good. We'll just kind of pull this in. Yeah, we're gonna go with logs here. I'm gonna make this all look neat and such and better. For now, we're just getting it down. That's all we're doing. I want the basics down. Oh, you know what? I can also just do a fence. That's not a bad idea. Let's stick with the logs for now. Because the logs would totally be a fence. It can be whatever we want it to be, honestly. That's the beauty of the creative process. But anyway, we're just kind of getting, like, the outline of the map we want now. Getting that down pat. Alright, trees need to be up a layer. I want the logs to obviously be underneath it. How's our prediction going? Alright, submissions are closed! Alright, choose the outcome. Art just getting... He does not want channel points. So, there, enjoy your free channel points, Dragonfire. And anyone else who participated. You should have a decent amount right there. Maybe I should make these smaller. Feel free to spend those as you like. Hey, you're the one who selected no. So maybe I will do another one sometime soon. But for now, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to earn it the old-fashioned way, Art. Question of the day. Climbed into a building place he wasn't meant to be in. Have more of this kind of same thing. Alright. I can relate to that. I've done a similar thing, actually. Twitch didn't show a yes or no. It should have. Well, that is unfortunate. Don't worry, I'll do another one in the future. And I'll make sure I'll be very clear which is which. But yeah, I actually did something similar to that. One point, so I was on like a little like retreat thing, and there was an abandoned like asylum nearby. So we went and we went to explore it, me and a group. Twitch scam. So we explored it, and there were so many no trespassing signs. Like we almost actually had the cops called on us because there was like a neighbor like watching as we parked in his yard, and it was so oh dear, it was so bad. It was not good. But yeah, kind of did a similar thing. Alright, now we got these down. Let's go ahead and line these up. Kind of make them look a little bit neater. We do want some space in between them, you know. This way they're not... Oh, it wasn't abandoned? Oh. Ooh, look at you. That's risky right there. We had to run. Dang. Yeah, that's definitely crazy. I'll give you points for that. So a little bit more intense than my abandoned one. I think it was a small one, right? Here we go. Is there even a smaller one than that? I don't think so. So maybe I'll put a structure here. Something there that'll make it look better. Yeah, that's definitely crazy. What about anyone else? What else is y'all's the craziest thing you've done? A mailbox? Yeah, that's a good idea. Lit a bar on fire, then stood inside to watch the fire climb up the walls to the roof. You know, for some reason, Dragonfire, part of me isn't surprised. But that's definitely up there, too. Wow. My life feels boring. Yeah, I shouldn't be. Fair. Yeah, I'll have mailboxes. That's what I'll do. Alright, but I gotta ask about the barn here. How did you come to that? Like, was this like on the farm, or like what were the circumstances that led to this event happening? Because now I'm curious. And yes, her name is Dragonfire. That's fair. You know, the name literally involves fire. Yeah. Maybe she's a little pirate. Maybe she's a little bit of a pyromaniac, but that'll be fine. Okay, there we go. I want to keep these spaces in between them, just so it looks like, you know, they're posts. They're not just one log. I kind of want them to be different. Like so. Alright. Yeah, we'll put like a mailbox there or something. I'll make something for a mailbox. Oh, it was a training fire. Okay. The city was making way for a new 4-lane highway that let me light it up. I was 16 or 17 at the time. Okay, that's pretty cool. I thought you committed arson. But no, that makes more sense, and that's kind of cool, actually. Not to diminish anyone else's events. Almost burned down your house as a 5-year-old? Oh no. Is this why your mother tells you not to play with matches now? Delete you. Get another mailbox right there. Okay. There we go. That looks a little bit better. We'll add like lampposts too. And stuff like that. No, I think my raspberry tea actually has some lemon in it. Craziest part would be standing in the barn. It got really hot fast. Yeah, no kidding. Accidentally leaned my hand onto a gas here and couldn't remove my hand for a second because the skin was stuck onto it. Oh, yeah, that does not sound pleasant. Oh, I feel that pain. Ouch. Oh, yeah, just the skin melds to it. Ooh. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, burns are not fun. They can hurt. Unless you get like a 3rd-degree burn where it just burns everything and there's nothing to feel. That stuff hurts. Hurts like a certain word, which I won't say on stream. Because this is a family-friendly channel, at least most of the time. But yeah, that is definitely up there too. Golly. Alright, so what we want to do for a mailbox here. Something to make a mailbox out of. I literally need a box. Oh yeah, understandable. Used to have like one of those induction ones, you know, with the glass on there. Like the metal stuff. Oh, I've totally put my hand on that tons of, like when I was a kid. Guess we won't get any VRC streams? Why is that? Yeah, I was rushed to the hospital and lucky whatever cream they used regularly left no scars. Oh, good. That is a good thing to hear. Because nobody wants scars. Okay. I'm still just looking for something I can use as a mailbox, or something I can make a mailbox with. Aha! I can use this. It's a mailbox. Yes, it's a prayer bench technically, but we're going to make it into a mailbox. Reality is ours to tamper with. So we're just going to take that, bring that down quite low, put it underneath it. And then we're just going to take you and you, scoot them over, and presto, you got yourself a mailbox. Look at that. Mail it into a box. Fair enough. Alright, got time to go give someone a break. If you still want to keep watching, sounds good. I should be here till about 3 EST. Video chat is the most family-friendly. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons I won't stream, or if I do stream, it'll probably be with just the friends I have. And I'll let them know ahead of time, hey, I'm streaming, so, yo, don't do anything weird. Personally, cannot start streaming VRC because, yeah, you can't control how people act and speak. And that is honestly the only reason my channel actually is labeled for mature audiences. That is the sole reason right there. Oop, I didn't mean to rotate that. Because I'll play with people like my buddy Doc and such. Because I'll play like Phasmophobia, and, you know, they curse up a storm and such, but, like, I don't want to control what they do, especially when they stream, obviously. So I like to, you know, I like to keep it on there just to be safe. Because it's better than that. Please no loot. Yeah, I don't do loot here. I couldn't even if I tried. But yeah, like I said, I try to keep it somewhat appropriate. I'm all for having a good time. I don't mind to curse a little bit in the chat and such, as long as, you know, you don't go overkill with it. But, you know, just be somewhat courteous to other people. Not everyone shares the same views and such. We want to be nice. And we want to be courteous of what other people believe too. So, at least that's how I see it. But in your own stream, I don't care. Do whatever you want. I mean, it's not my stream. If you want to sing profanities, more power to you. Just careful not to make every third word a curse word. Exactly. Because, you know, we all know folks who do that. I mean, like, there are people who just, every other word is like F or S, etc. And, like, they use it as a verb, and it's just like, I don't even know what you mean, man. You just sound angry. Like, what are you trying to tell me? Also, we got some mailboxes down. I kind of like the way those mailboxes look, actually. So what do we want to do next? I mean, honestly, this is going to be a pretty straightforward map. We might be able to get 2 done In fact, if we get 2, I can build another house, which would be nice. Alright, but let's go... or you'll be cursed. Pun intended. That was bad. That was bad, sir. Send yourself to pun jail, Mr. Punny. Alright, what was I just about to do? I legitimately don't remember. Lamppost. Lamppost. We are gonna make some lampposts here. This is the texture I've been using for lampposts. I've just been taking like a little hat and making it extra small. Like so, bringing it up a layer. So probably just gonna do 1 here, and then I put a light to kind of show that it's shining light. I really need to move those logs up. Because it's... I think I can get... Yeah, because there's enough space here. But I can absolutely move these up. Yeah, and that's fine if that moves too. And what I'll do too is I'll just copy-paste this real quick, and then bada bing bada boom, there we go. And now we have beginnings of a lamppost right there. I'll move it a little bit more over there. And we're gonna make these look more lampposty in just a minute. There we go. English swear words are just meant to bad words. I used to talk and explain myself in a way, but I wouldn't use the same with my own language because I consider the Maltese swear words as such. So I don't actually use your language swear words. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, they are just words, but words still carry power. You know, you can say a lot with words. You can build someone up, or you can tear them down. That's why slander is, such a bad thing. And people are, a big fan of slander. Let's make this bigger. Alright, this needs to go underneath that. There we go. So now we have lanterns, and now it looks like they are lanterns. Just gotta make sure we click these in the middle here, so they're centered. Don't want these off kilter, much like my personality. There we go, ba bing ba boom. Move trees, well, why not? You're ugly. The biggest weapon. I don't know, because a lot of it does depend on intentions, too. Like, yeah, we'll call this Roadside or Rustle. Or Hustle. I think Hustle would be better, but oh well. But yeah, like, a lot of it is intentions, and like, what you intend to do, or what you intend to mean, like, if you're trying to hurt them and such. But yeah. How do people consider the word noob as offensive? Yeah, that one, I can kind of see that, but noob is more of like a playful thing normally. But again, it does come back to intentions. It's like, what are you trying to bring with it? Are you actually trying to hurt people? Are you trying to bring them down, or are you just being playful? Because, obviously different ones will mean different things. Where I put this on 0. Okay, that shouldn't be underneath the roof. We're just gonna put some of this down. Some bushes and such. A gaggle of bushes. Kind of make some go underneath here. I want to look a little bit natural. Something I'm still working on, making things look like good and natural here. The mean engineer, yeah, the mean engineer. You're ugly. Hey, it's effective. Yeah. I mean, some people though, like. Honestly, I'm the type of guy, I don't care. You can call me whatever. It won't faze me. I'm from a family of 7 kids. 3 of which are brothers. We insult each other. Well, at least growing up, we insulted each other all the time. So I kind of have a little bit of a thick skin from that. So, like, you can call me whatever, yell at me to a blue face. I won't care. But I want to be cautious of other people, because some people are more sensitive than that. Some people are like, they'll latch at her. It's not that much. I know families who have like 15. And, the Duggars, 21.
Oh my!
But it's a decent family, medium size. I'm happy with it. I got a couple bushes here and there. I still feel like this is kind of bland. And we need to add some flowers. I mean, like I said, this is kind of just like a quick and dirty one. Random stamp, please. Excuse the sniffles here. I'm not sick. It's just a little cold up here, so I am sniffling slightly. Like, some wildflowers here and there. Bush. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take these bushes. I do want to kind of line the path of the bush. Can you guess what my 2 older brothers are called? Brothers? People? I don't quite know. And it's going to put this underneath there, and then we're going to take the other one and just kind of rotate it like this, so it breaks it up. And then I'll take those bushes and I'll move them. Like so. I'll just kind of put it like this here. I think that should be good. The auto file from Delman spliced together says, "My lad, that's crazy. I don't remember asking, but I don't remember asking." That's kind of cool. The people do a lot of splicing with that. With a lot of the TF2 stuff. Kind of fun. But you're gonna have to give me a hint because I'm not quite exact. I'm not exactly sure what you're quite saying. The names are famous in the Bible. All right. Hold on. Well, let's start looking, shall we? Okay, names in the Bible. Okie dokie. This is my study Bible. Let's see. Starting at A. Adam. Asha. Asher. Jesus. Abate. Oh, that's a word. Let's see. Names. I want names. Jeroboam. Jeroboam. Amon. Anan. Asa. I already said Asa, didn't I? Ariel. Asap. Asay. There's a lot of names, by the way. You're gonna have to narrow it down. If you get one, you'll know the other. Is it Jesse? David? Goliath? Asap? There's a lot of names, especially in the Old Testament. You have, like, there's a lot of names. I mean, the genealogies and such. Abraham, you know, Isaac, Joseph, Bartholomew. I'm just throwing stuff at the wind here. We're gonna put this up a layer here. Abel. Oh, is it Cain and Abel? Really? Cain and Abel is their name? Cain and Label. Oh my. Wait, so your folks named them Cain and Abel? One named after the first murderer?
Oh my.
You know, I did not see that coming. Yeah, I did not see that coming. I've heard a lot of biblical names in my time. That is not one. Those are not some of them. Oh, there it is. Oh, man. We're going to rotate this just a little bit here. There we go, like that. Thank you. Label this child Abel. So Cain. Wow. What was their, like, how did they come to name them Cain and Abel? I gotta know. I gotta hear this story, if there is a story. Because, like, I mean, like, Abel wasn't, you know, that bad of a guy. Abel was pretty solid. Cain, however, you know, was, like, the first murderer. He was cast out and cursed by God after he murdered, you know, Abel with a rock. Because his blessing wasn't well appreciated by God because it was a fruit. While you had Cain's, what was it? Cain was Abel. No, Abel's, which was you know, sheep and blood, which is what he required. Actually, based on a book and TV show, which your mother watched when you were okay. That makes a little more sense. So it's not so much based off of the Bible story as it is based off of something else. Makes a bit more sense that way. We're just gonna put a little bit of a light here. Like so. You know me and my lights. I love my lights. I love having lights. I mean, my name too is also based off the Bible. It's Daniel. My first name. That's common knowledge that my first name is Dan or Daniel. At least it usually is. On stream anyway. But yeah, like my brothers all have biblical names like James, Jesse, Timothy. But only us guys in my family. My sisters do not. My sisters, yeah, they do not have any like biblical names. It's like my parents just like stopped after us, and they were like, all right, that's good with the biblical names. We've had enough. But we didn't pull a Duggars and do 21 kids all with the name Jay, which is just insane. Like, how you keep track of that many names? Oh my. Funny enough, the priest wouldn't baptize her brother Cain, written Canaan. Oh, Cain, like that. Because he said he's a murderer, so she named him Sean Cain, but everyone calls him Cain. Okay, so it's spelled a little differently. That's kind of funny, actually. Priest wouldn't baptize him. Although that Cain spelled differently. Because, Cain, the Bible spelled this. In Hebrew, it's a little different, too. Because, it was originally in Hebrew. Because I think the language it was written in anyway, spelled a little bit differently. In fact, let me... Cain in Hebrew. We find what it is. How it's spelled. Firstborn son. Yeah, Kanatai. Flexing my biblical knowledge here. What was it? So Cain's how we interpret it, but this is how it was like spelled in that. And it's based off Kanatai. Okay, well maybe it was. Oh, so it's translated based on the sound and given that name. Okay. Sean Connery? Kind of does sound like that. You were named after a character from a movie. You don't even know what movie it's from? Wow. Alright. I don't really know how to respond to that one. Did they tell you what movie it was from, or no? Or is it just kind of, he'll figure it out one day? And we'll just place these bushes down here. I want to make it a little more interesting. It was a very good movie that your mom watched. Okay. But we still don't know what the movie is. Or do you know what the movie is? It's a better question. She doesn't remember? Oh my. Oh my, indeed. That's something. So she named you after a movie, but she doesn't remember what the character's name was in the movie. Fair enough.
Oh my.
Obviously not judging any of y'all's names. Sure, your names are all wonderful. But I do think that's kind of a bit humorous. Just a little bit here. Alright, I'm looking for a hedge. Okay. So I'll have to look in bushes, and it'll probably be here somewhere. We could do palm trees. Palm trees are kind of cool. Or just ferns. Forest floor plants. Reeds. I swear there was a battle map hedge. You don't remember where it was. You only asked her 15, 17 years after. Fair. That is fair. That is fair. I'll give you that. Can't really expect people to remember that far, right? Okay. I mean, kind of a decent battle map we got going on here. I think I should add like a carriage or something that's kind of walking through. Just like a carriage that's like kind of stopped. Probably be covered because it's easier to make a covered carriage. Because all I have to do is go to train here. And we'll make it red. If we just grab a roof. Downscale that. We want it to be about yay big. This is literally what we're going to do. Take it, move it like so. And then we'll add the end. And there's your covered carriage. There we go. Nice and easy. And then we'll add some like wood or something just to make it look like, it has like, not reins. Well, it's going to have reins. Well, there's a harness. Let me get that. If I go to... It's where a horse is. If I scroll down and find where the horse is, here it is. Horse equipment. Saddles and such, but we don't want that. We just want... Nope, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. We want this bad boy. Make that a little bit bigger. And that's just kind of... We'll have that be like laying on the ground. I do want all of this to be up a layer, though. So this is layer 1. That's going to be layer 0. But these I want kind of above it. The horse is just somewhere else. They left the carriage there, Never inquired such deep questions about my name. Came from as of a five-year-old. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's fair. I'll give you that. Although, speaking of names, I do have kind of a funny story with that. So, for the longest time, I thought my middle name, was my brother's middle name. Oh. The freaking carriage right here. Where was that? Where did I not see that added? I'm gonna scale that up. Fantastic. Yeah, so I would always go around confusing my brother's middle name from my middle name. I won't say what my middle name is, because I don't want to give that much information away on stream. But like for the longest time, I was convinced it was his. My name was his, and we kept switching up. I didn't like get it until I was like, how old was I? Like 8 or so, and I finally like actually remembered. Oh wait, my middle name isn't that. Like for the longest time, I thought my middle name was something else. I know it's kind of hard to describe that without actually using the middle name, but I gotta protect my privacy a little bit here. Just a wee bit. Is there anything else I want to add here? I mean, this is because it's kind of just supposed to be a generic, quick throw together. Here's a battle map. Oh yeah, like for real, it was very confusing to me. All right. I mean, honestly, it's a simple map. I don't think I need to go like that crazy on it. Maybe some more trees. Kind of populate it a bit more. And let's put these layers up here. Not area. I want the layer up. Put the 2. Like kind of like a tall tree, you know. Just want to cover some stuff up a little bit more. There we go. Fantastic. Make it look a little bit more densely grown, you know. But honestly, I think that's really about it. We can add some more stuff kind of along, maybe some crates. And that is a bucket. We want just crates. Took shots? Not today. I mean, I've gotten shots, like injections. I've never done shots of alcohol, if that's what you're referring to. But instead of thinking deep questions, I took shots found in the kitchen of the 5-year-old. I mean, what I didn't say. Wait, you took shots? Wait, as a 5-year-old? Are we talking like shots? Well, that will explain a lot. No, I'm kidding. Arya's the rebel. He breaks all the rules. The new side of you I wasn't expecting to see, sir. What was I even doing? Shrank of shots of vodka HVAC. Well, you are Russian, so that does make sense. There it is. Thanks. No, I want crates. Crates. I need crates. Barrels, crates. Here we go. We're just gonna rotate that. Bring it to 0. Kind of like that. A couple crates here. Maybe some back here too. And we'll just rotate that. You know, just like people are actually like storing things, you know. Maybe we'll do some barrels out back. And one will be down outside. That's gonna be a little narrower. There we go. Just while I'm barely underneath that. There we go. We get some more barrels. Just kind of populating this a bit. You know? I kind of want that. I want it to look like unique and different. Ruska Never taken a shot in your life. You're a lightweight, so it's scary fair. Yeah, understandable. I've never done shots. The most I've had of like alcohol is like a glass of wine. Well, a glass and like a half. That was about as much alcohol as I've consumed in one sitting. So I don't drink. I do, or at least I don't drink very often. I'll drink every once in a while, but I don't drink much. You know, like maybe like a glass of wine. I make like eggnog every year, so there's that too. But really, I don't drink much. Doesn't appeal to me. Looking for water and found a clear liquid in a tiny glass. Down like 4 or 5 of them. I was getting more and more disappointed that it wasn't water and then went to bed. Oh, that's great. Obviously, it's not good for you, but the story is funny. I gotta give you points for the story. It's gonna kind of add some... actually, I think that's too much dirt. We need to bring that opacity down a little bit more. Make it a little bit dirty, though. Kind of, you know, like they're tracking things here and there. I'm gonna also make this on the regular road, too. Especially on the kind of like the outsides. It's gonna be pretty dirty. Yeah, because more along the outsides, things tend to get a little bit dirty. Because, you know, it's swept to the side and such. And, well, I mean, definitely in the middle, too. Kind of like where things walk, you know? Where, like, there's travel, that's where it's going to be dirty. And that's kind of where we want it, like that. Just a little bit here and there. There we go. What do you think? Does that look good? Let me save it first. The story is kind of funny. What eggnog tastes like? It's hard to describe. So it depends what kind of eggnog you have too. If you get store eggnog, like something like you can buy in the market, like in the supermarket, it's very sugary. It's very sweet, very sugary. But like the eggnog I make is a lot less sweet. You can taste more of the rum and the bourbon I put in there. Actually, I made 2 batches this year. I dialed back the bourbon on the second one because it's very overpowering. I use Tennessee whiskey bourbon for that too, which is pretty strong. But it's nowhere near enough to get drunk off, even if you drank the whole thing. But it's like creamy. It's very creamy and kind of sweet. It's kind of like a milkshake almost. It's kind of like the way to describe it. A milkshake with like nutmeg and cinnamon and all the things like festive. Like a Christmas milkshake is kind of what it's like. If that makes any sense. It's the only thing you remember as a 5-year-old. Oh, I'm glad you like it. But yeah, honestly, I think that's all we really need for this. This is a simple battle map. Actually, here, no, I know. I'm gonna put some sacks in here. And that's it. That's the only thing I'm gonna do here. Actually, maybe I'll make this cart bigger. Bring it up to 85 here. And we'll put a couple sacks in here. We gotta scale these bad boys down. Kind of like throwing these all over the place. I want this one to be a little bit higher, like it's on top. Fantastic. And then we'll go back to here. Want these to be back on 0. There we go, just kind of some sacks in there. Make it look a little more full. Oh, drop in a few frames. It is a cold drink. It's cold. You chill it. It is a chill drink. Although, could you have it warm? I can't imagine having it warm as being good because it's made with real egg. So at least I make it with real egg. I think a lot of the store stuff isn't actually made with egg. Yeah, I can send you the recipe if you like. Because I got the recipe from my YouTube channel. Which I'll show you. How to drink. This is the YouTube channel I got the recipe from. He does a whole bunch of drinking recipes, and they're actually quite good. It's not right here, but eggnog. Here it is. This is the recipe I used. It's quite good. He goes heavy on the bourbon. He does a lot with vodka. Yeah. Yeah, he goes rather heavy on the bourbon in this recipe, so I would recommend doing half the amount of bourbon he does. Unless you really like bourbon. If you like bourbon, fantastic. If you're not really a bourbon fan, half the bourbon he does and keep the rum the same. That's the only thing I would change. Otherwise, besides that, the recipe's great. If you want a little sweeter, you can add more sugar and such. But it's a lot of trial and error, but that's essentially a good eggnog recipe that I use. Okay, well, I think this is it for this map. I mean, honestly, pretty simple. I didn't want it to be anything crazy complicated. I just wanted it to be pretty simple. It's just a main road, or a road that'll use as a battle map. So, hey, map 1 done. Fantastic. So now the question is, what map am I gonna make next? That's just a note I made. By the way, this is not mine. Oh, but maybe I should do something like that. That could be cool. Like do a shop. I think that might be pretty nice. Actually, no, I know what I need to do. I need to make Natalie... Oh, no, we already have that map. Never mind. Because I'm using different things from that one. I am using... I didn't copy that one. How do I get ideas for maps? Just do. It just comes to me. I can't really... I mean, sometimes I'll take inspiration from things. I'm gonna lower this thing. There we go. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. No, come on, webcam. I want you right there. We'll find it. If that's how you want to be. I want to be a little lower because I'm kind of low in the webcam. I just kind of like think of things. Like I have an idea in my mind. I'm like, okay, well I'll use something as a template. Like I kind of want to be like this building, and then I just kind of go from there. I'll throw a bunch of stuff down, get an outline, and then I'll just kind of place the filler or whatever else I need, and just keep going. And that's really about it. I mean, this one was obviously like Christmas theme. This was like obviously like a city, you know, and it's like you know, he's saying like a dimension, so it's in like a pocket dimension. This isn't mine. This is I copied and did a little editing for the names and such. But this is made by a developer of this program actually. Excellent. His name's Maddie. He does a great work. But this one was like a last stand where they're gonna fight some people after a city is just destroyed. Christmas, magical maze. I never finished that one. I kept going with them. Like I really don't like how this is looking, so I kind of gave up. But I wanted a night side encounter where I can mess with some light and shadows for this one. Spaceship that's a boat for that one. Yeah. Hey Brom, how you doing, dude? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome on in. Or in the words of Bob Ross.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today.
Alright, yeah, just kind of stuff like that. I mean, this one's actually my most popular map I've made. It has 58 copies, which is insane. It's actually a part of a contest I submitted for. But so... Roadside, I gotta hit the name of this real quick. Hey, details. And this is a very simple map I needed. Alright, so let me think. You tried to find any maps you made on your Twitter, but I don't post them on Twitter. Yes, you can. All right, let me give you a permit. But they're not. I don't post them on Twitter. I'll put them in my Discord, or actually on my Incarnate. I also post them on Reddit usually after I publish them, so you can find me on Reddit. The only reason I use Reddit actually. But right here I'm same name, the next 100. But I'll post all my maps right here, or at least most of them. I gotta figure out how to actually make the thumbnail images show kind of like this. Because it doesn't actually show. There we go. But yeah, this is where I usually will throw my maps on Reddit. So you can, I don't know if you can follow people on Reddit. But if you want to see that, if not, you can also find me on Incarnate. Same name, next 100. And let's take a look at this video, huh? Russian people be like.
I don't know where I felt like I get a little drink around here.
My goodness. Oh, that's great. Started playing Neverwinter again. Oh, dropping frames. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good, we're back. Started playing Neverwinter again, got into the D&D mindset, and memories are coming back. Play last in 2015. Wow, that's 6 years ago. Oh, I dropped that. Put my couple of my dice. But yeah. But if you have an Incarnate account, you can make a free one. You can literally find profiles, and you can see all the maps I publish. Because I usually do publish them. In fact, I will publish this one too. I'm not gonna post this one on Reddit. It's just gonna be a quick. Whoop. Come on, let me type a quick roadside battle map. Because this one I really didn't put much effort into. I don't think it's worthy of me putting it there. Love if you posted your maps on Twitter so you can comment or retweet. Others will like it. All right, I'll do it. Here, I'll start today. Which ones do you want me to post on Twitter, Brom? You should be able to see all of them right here. This is the first map I ever made. It was so bad. Look at that. So bad. Yeah, I think, what was it? No, it wasn't the second. The second one I made was, I bought the pro version at that point. Oh, it wasn't even on my account. It was on my brother's account. That's why I made my second map. Because he had Agritown? Alright, let me find Agritown. Okay, gonna go ahead and... Well, take a look at it first here. Yeah, this is an old one. I haven't messed with it, but I still feel like it's not that bad, you know? I have like the names and stuff here. Things are a little crooked because I did rotate them slightly, and these look a little bit off. But yeah, but I'm not gonna edit it. Yeah, so let me go ahead and post that there. Yep, we have to can we have a stream that just react to videos you find on YouTube or something? Yeah, that is a thing. I probably won't be able to monetize it. But that's fine. A similar map? I'd make it a lot of map. I made a city, like this one. This is more recent. I've gotten a lot better over the years of making maps here, so this one's a little bit better. But yeah, I actually eventually do want to do like a Laugh You Lose stream, where I stream until I laugh. I'll have like 3 lives or something. You'll have to send me videos. But could be this one be the one you're referring to? Actually, I did some editing on this last night. Not last night, Wednesday night. This one? Alright, yeah, I'll post this I'll post this. So let me go to my Twitter. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, you should definitely give me a follow there. Get to see, I usually post when I go live, and sometimes I'll post other things. When you can't freaking spell. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's socials, isn't it? I changed my commands. Okay, what actually is my command? Hold up. These are all well known. There we go. Okay, I was just typing it wrong. Very well. Okay, so I will at you in it too. Brom. There we go. One of my D&D maps. And let me just attach that image. If I scroll down, you can tell I'm a DM by the amount of PNGs I have. I have so many PNGs. It's so crazy. There we go. Actually, no. I want to re-export this mainly because I did some editing on here. It's a little bit better. There we go. It is now part. You know, it's posted. It's posted is what I meant. So there you go. So now you should be able to see it there. Alright, yeah, I'll try to post them on Twitter when I'm done with them. Yeah, I'll post that one now. The one I just did. Let me just edit here. I mean, this one literally took me this one took me 40 minutes, 45 minutes-ish. Like, I hammered this out quick. But also, if y'all have any map ideas you want me to make, let me know. I'll be down for that. Oh, thank you for the follow art. And Stavamon. Oh no. I made this in like 45 minutes. Super simple map. Nothing too crazy. And I will tag you in this as well, Brum. Bromsart. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. Sorry, I can't follow. Don't have Twitter? Don't worry about it. You don't need to follow. Alright, what's the video? Yeah, I mean, I only use it for, really just, like, my Twitch. That's really about it. That's the only reason I use it. You are permitted. Alright, let's say this. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. Because it's 4 minutes. But we'll watch a little bit of it. I'm gonna go hell out here. Whoa! That's loud. Sorry. Sorry for headphone users. Okay. Okay. Oh no.
Of course. happiness. Pervert.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
Fun. Happy birthday.
What?
Me and my friend. Me and the world. Download Yahoo. Spaghetti.
Oh my. That's definitely interesting. I'll say that. Clear this. Okay, I'm glad you like it, Brom. All right, but let's go ahead and let's actually make another map here, shall we? So, what do I want to make? I do need to make Life Song, which is a map in my D&D homebrew campaign. You want me to make a forest? Just a straight forest. I can make a forest. Also, don't have the other ones down yet. Alright, forest it is! I always do square, by the way. It's just easier for uploading to anything. A battle forest? Like, you want a battle map that's in a forest? I kind of already have one of those, though. This one right here, the night one. This is essentially what you're describing. Like with camps? So you want like a big battle, like a war zone, kind of. Is that what you're referring? Or like, if it's small camps, this is literally that. But if you want like two like armies coming converging, like in camps like that, I can make that probably. Throw something. I don't know if I'll use that, but that might just be fun to make. Then Swan Song? What's Swan Song? I know not of this Swan Song you speak of. I do not have a sewer map, actually. You know, maybe that's a good idea. We'll do a sewer map. I was actually just thinking earlier, like, hey, man, I should do a sewer map. I haven't messed with those assets yet. Well, at least not much. So let's do that. Sewer map. But the name of my city? Which one? That's how Neverwinter starts? Yep, that sounds about right. There are quite a few ratways in Neverwinter. If I remember correctly. There we go. Alright, sewer. Let me see what assets I got here. I just want to get these down so I can kind of see what I'm working with. Prison. I'll probably be using both the prison and that. Alright, pipes. We're going to be using a lot of pipes. We're going to be using sewer waterfall. Yo! We got Drop the Fill coming in hot with a raid. Welcome on Infill and Raiders. Good to have you here. I'm Next 100, variety streamer and doer of things. I'm glad you're here today. Also, big shout out to Drop the Fill. And by the way, if you're not following Drop the Fill, hold up, I forgot to put super shout outs here. Please hold. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Okie dokie, let's try that again. There, if you're not following Drop the Fill, you should definitely give this guy a check out. He is wicked cool. He's got a cool channel, plays Warzone, he plays other things, he loves indie games, and he's trying to go for affiliate on here on Twitch. So, if you're interested in any of that thing, and just a cool dude, you should definitely check out Drop the Fill. But welcome, my Phil. How you doing today? And how was your stream? You're playing some Minecraft. Very nice. Alright, so, sewer. Alright, so what we're probably gonna want is a main room, right? So let's go ahead, let's get some sewer walls. We have sewer grates, okay? Sewer waterfalls. I just want to look and see what we have. Sewer pipes. We got sewer half pipes. Goo. Sewer, obviously. And then we got silver. And then empty open ones. Closed sewer pipes. Oh, we could have it so they're walking in the sewer pipes. Oh, yeah, you get a double shout out today, sir. That's what you get. Oh, by the way, if y'all like seeing some D&D art, you should definitely check out this channel right here. Brum, the Nat 1 Digital Art. Oh, dude, that looks like a very old clip, Brum. But he does a bunch of, he does character commissions, actually. I've watched his streams a couple times. It's pretty cool what he does. But yeah, so it's something worth, if you like this kind of thing, you should definitely check it out. Working on your mansion, very nice. Doing great, Phil. Thank you for asking. How you doing, buddy? Alright, so let's go. Let's bring up the grid. If we want this to be a battle map, we're going to need the grid. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. It's going to be a void. So we're going to turn softness down. So all this backgrounds. Foreground is all going to be just black void. Because you're not going to be able to see anything but the things. So here's what I'm thinking. Obviously, these rooms are going to be much smaller. So they're going to be about 5 feet in diameter. And yeah, like that. And we'll have a room starting right here. So I'm going to put one of these down. I'll make that a little bit smaller. There we go. 30 looks like it fits just perfectly. That's not black, Chief. It's close enough to black. It's dark. We're going to roll with it one way or another. Alright. Oh, and dropping some frames again. Oh, yeah. Alright, but now they're back. Alright, sewer walls. We want sewer walls. Cogwheel walls? Not quite. Sewer. Like, kind of like dark. I think brass might actually be good. That might look too nice. We don't want it. We don't want it to look disgusting. It's absolute garbage. You know, just nasty. Just some nasty stuff right there. Broken palisade, broken metal walls. Okay, I'm sure there were sewer walls when Chrome Ether frames. No, it's not Chrome. I know what it is. It's either Twitch or someone downloading something. My brother is downloading something right now, but he did limit it to 10 megabits so I could actually stream, which was nice of him. But yeah, and also my internet has been super weird lately. I have no idea what's going on with it. But essentially, like I download things at like 2 megabits per second and install them at the same rate for some reason. I have no idea why. So if anyone knows why that's an issue, feel free to let me know. It'd be greatly appreciated because I would love to have normal internet again. Alright, so it looks like we don't, so we're gonna have to use something else. Let's go. Could use green, sewer hut walls, thin sewer walls. Here we go. I knew there were sewer walls. We're gonna use thin sewer walls. We're gonna bring these up to about 50. We'll make it kind of like a little bit of a labyrinth. How about that? So, like, you're gonna come in over here. It'll connect like so. We'll have an exit. Actually, we'll bring this like that. We're gonna align it to the grid best we can. So there'll be an exit right here. And then, yeah, we'll just keep going from here. And it'll be a very small room. It's gonna be very cramped. You know, it's a sewer, right? Sewers are not known for their brevity, breadth, width. Them being big. Okay, let's just use a small piece for this one. That's why small pieces exist, right? So zoom in here a little bit more. Obviously, it's not super crazy HD right now because I'm in like super insanely close broadness. Yeah, well, like broad, you know, like big is what I'm thinking. Narrowness. Well, they're supposed to be narrow. They're tiny, right? That is what we're going for. All right, so let's find sewer. Sewer water, mossy, sewer floor 1. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna select it by this. We're gonna take this down. Kind of like this. However, we are going to take the size of this. We are going to scale that down. Yeah, more like this. This looks a little bit better. And then we'll take sewer water here. And this will kind of be flowing out into a pipe. And that's what we'll do. Oh, excuse me. I almost inhaled that. Ugh. Anyway, so I'm thinking it's going to be kind of maze-like, you know? So we'll go like this. So this is going to be the entirety of it. Let me zoom out. So I'm thinking, so it's going to be, yeah, flooring performance, thank you. It's going to be more of like a big old dungeon. And there'll be a couple things that'll branch off here. More like a maze almost. This will be a dead end. This is going to go up into a dead end. Same right here. You know, like they're going to be collection points and such. We'll keep it going. I'm just doing random paths here and there. Like so. And we can even do that so it kind of comes here. It'll go like right there but not connect to it. Same with that. Just kind of things like this. This is gonna be like almost a labyrinth. Except it's gonna change. But we'll have one path. So let me get that one path down. Put hidden chest in the map? I can put hidden chest in the map. Absolutely. So this is gonna be the actual path, how you get out. So let's just go and figure this out. how this is gonna work. It's gonna be I messed that one up. It's gonna be a fail. It's gonna be quite like a maze, you know, because the sewer system, it's supposed to cover everything, and you know it's not modern architecture, so it's not like grid form. So it's kind of gonna be like so. Bob said I don't want them to take absolute ages in it, so they're gonna. Who am I kidding? It's absolutely gonna take ages. And this will be the end right here. Oh, it's gonna be smelly. I mean, it's a sewer. What do you expect? If it's a labyrinth, we need to scour every corner to find the loot. There you go. Alright, so that's gonna be the main thing. So now we're gonna go ahead and start bring up branching paths. Kind of like so. Because obviously it's not gonna be this easy. If it was easy, anyone could do it. But it ain't. That's the ticket. Actually, I don't want that one leading there yet. I want it to block off right there. And we'll connect that like so. That'll go to a dead end right there. Rat people. Fun fact, there actually is not a race. Well, it is technically a race. There is a monster called the Were-Rat in D&D 5th edition. I'm sure it's in other editions too. But it exists. So rat people are a thing. So you can, you could technically play a rat person. I don't think they really have like a stat block for them. But you could absolutely play one. There we go. This is getting there. We'll put it like that. We'll add some more connecting routes and such. And we'll just kind of go like this. There we go. I think that should be like kind of like enough of a maze. That'll be fine. Yeah, pretty much. It's a big old rat. Here, let me find. Yeah. The Rat Folk 5e. Well, this is a homebrew one, but you kind of get the idea. What's it? Oh, no, Were-Rat. Sorry, not Rat Folk. Were-Rat. Good look on roll 20. No, they are not. Yeah, as you can see, they are a CR2. They're not that bad, but they can be quite brutal. Because at CR2, look at this. This is how stupid this is. This is why CR makes no sense. So at CR2, they're immune to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing from non-magical attacks made with silver weapons. Not made with silver weapons. So unless you have magical weapons or silver weapons, you don't, and you know, come across one of these, you can't do squat unless you have a magic caster. And it's only a CR2. It's insane. And it has a multi-attack, which is, you know, it's not a lot of damage. But you'll be cursed, obviously, which is, you know, not good. But it's still enough damage, and it can survive. Yeah, it's immune to arrows, too, unless you use an arcane shot, which you only have a limited amount. And that thing, it's not got a lot of HP, but 33 for something that's immune, that's a fair bit. It can also shape change. It can polymorph. So yeah, it's this is why CR is like stupid in 5th edition. It makes no sense whatsoever. Also, I just realized I didn't actually have to do what I did with the map. But oh well. Alright, but let's start getting down some sewer things here. So we're gonna need a curve. Is there a difference in these? Not really. Kind of want to line them up best I can. Anyway, the path we wrote down there is just kind of a guide. It's not gonna be perfect. So that's just kind of the guide we're gonna go with right now. And then let's see. Go back to my sewer template here. Where is? Do I have any like T junctions? Unfortunately, no. Shoot. I'll have to make a T-junction. Alright, so how am I going to make a T-junction? So obviously it's gonna come in like this. You know, or like that, I should say. So we got that coming in there. Yeah, it's off center. It's kind of gonna be. I'm gonna go back and get it now. That was the thing I put there was just a guide. It's just to kind of outline it a bit. There we go. That looks a little better. It's not gonna be like how it actually ends up. You know, I can just use the wall to make a T-junction. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll make we'll use the walls. Like so. And then we'll just do one like that. And then we'll just throw this back in. Kind of like that. There we go. This might take a bit. Can you use pre-filled sewers? Yeah, that's what I can do. In fact, I should do that right now. Yeah, that's what we are gonna do. Thank you for reminding me that this is an asset. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit better. Let's rotate that. And we'll call it the rat way, of course. Nope, I need you to stand right there. I need you to rotate. Woo! Around you go. Like so. Size of these are a little bit different, but that's okay. Then we'll put that there so we can make our T-junction. And then we'll, you know, put this one right here. I guess we can kind of go like that, and that'll look a little more natural. And then we'll throw you down. Right there should be good. So if I take this sewer wall, I just kind of move it down a bit, so it's underneath that. That looks a little more natural. And we're gonna add more stuff in, of course. This is just, you know, the rough ideas of it here. All right, but first things first. What I want to do is I want to get the curves in. So let me get the big parts, essentially where everything kind of curves around. If there are any curves, I should say. So like here's gonna be another one. Like that. The T-junctions, I don't need to worry about curves there, but going from one curve to another is kind of a pain. The rest I can kind of make square. Recolor the gray and the copper color. Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Because I have hue now. So we got that. If we go... There we go. That's kind of coppery. Yeah, it's a little more coppery. I can increase the saturation of that, make it look even redder. In fact, I think I am. And the brightness! No, we're going to want that to be dark. So we're going to keep that there. I'll turn up the contrast a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. That looks a little better. The rat way. Welcome to Skyrim. Didn't you know every game is just Skyrim? You thought you were playing another game? But no, it was just me, Skyrim, the whole time. Alright, let's just get all these curves down, because these are going to be a pain. And put this one down like that. Oxidize much? Just a bit. Don't make fun of my oxidation. Here we go, we got another one here. Another curve. Like so. And we got another curve here. This is what we're going to do just for a minute. We're just going to keep throwing down curve pieces. Just everywhere there is going to be a curve. Alright, whoop. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Oh, wait, Skyrim? Always has been, exactly. It always was. Remember, everything is Skyrim. Every D&D campaign is just Skyrim. Retextured. I mean, yeah. You can totally steal stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can steal from Skyrim, though. Because, you know, Skyrim's not, like, a bad game. It's just kind of memey now. But there's a lot of cool stuff you can, you know, take from that. We're not gonna use that little piece. We're just gonna have this be a square like it is. Save me some time. Just gotta throw down some curvy boys, pretty much. We're gonna put down all the curves. Curve-worthy. Because these are going to be the most painful to place, so I'd rather just get them down kind of where I want the curves to be. And it'll just help me out in the long run here. Half the work is how you set yourself up. It's going to be a T-junction. That's really what it comes down to. It's just the setup. So I've just kind of... The way I've like started doing it is just I throw stuff down kind of how I want it, and then I just leave it, and then I go back and I'll fix it later. And I find that works quite well. So like, you know, it works. I won't complain. And I can get stuff done in like a somewhat timely manner. Oh, I should also be posting the incarnate links for all those maps I'm putting up on there. Yeah, I'm gonna save it later, don't worry. I fully intend to save it. This is gonna be a fun one right here. It's gonna be curve-worthy. But yeah. Yeah, I'll have to add some smell noises. Smell noises? Thank you for the ding. Picking my Discord as always. Got another one right here. Yeah, I mean, this part's probably not gonna be the most entertaining. But it's gotta get done. Then we can actually get into the meat and potatoes. Okay, I think I got all the curves. Nope, missed one. Did I miss any more curves? I think that's all of them, right? Alright, okay, fantastic. So now we can actually start getting the pipes down and aligning them. Which is gonna be half the battle, actually. Oh yeah, like flies, so the perfect. Yeah, we can absolutely do some fly noises. Good morning, Jonas. How you doing today? Meat and potatoes. Oh no. No, not you, potatoes. We don't condone cannibalism here. What a time to come in. How you doing today, Jonas? Welcome on in. Glad to hear it. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Just doing some map making. This was a suggestion by Pure Potato here to make a sewer map, so I'm making a sewer map. Because, oh, why not? I made a battle map earlier. I did like 45 minutes because it was a simple like roadside encounter. So I just got that done pretty quick. I made an outline of how the maze is gonna be here. So just now I'll show you what I have so far. This is kind of the outline. It's gonna be a maze. So just throwing the pieces down, making them line up and such, and doing that. Just trying to get the bulk of the work down so I can do less. I can do less work now or more work later. Something along those lines. I think you all understand what I mean. Alright, we're just gonna take you. And then back over here. Oof, I don't like how that just doesn't quite line up. It's like just barely off. Actually, you know what I can do? I can fix that. Put the wall to 40. And I do need to change the hue. What was the hue on this one? 309? 309, 145. 309, and then the saturation was 145, and there we go. Now we have matching walls. Just to remember those. But anyway, Jonas, you play on D&D? Are you a D&D player? Well, we can put this back down to, I think, what was that, 30 is what I was doing? And just double check that. I want it to be consistent. 30, fantastic. And these aren't going to be perfect. Again, this is just kind of the rough outlines, what I'm trying to get down now. And then I'm going to go through all of it, and I'm going to get this done. Oh yeah, we do have a question of the day going on. So feel free to answer that if you'd like. We've had some interesting answer for that one today. They're not mine to share, but if people want to, they are welcome to share them. Share their own, I should say. Alright. Can't recently not saving that. Oh, you know what? I bet this is why. Let me just copy, paste it, save myself some effort. I'm assuming by the that emote, I'm assuming that's a yes, maybe? Alright. Oh, back down to 30, please. We're just gonna keep on keeping on with this. I just realized it's technically not following the grid. Which is kind of all I needed to do. Okay, scrap this. We are gonna have to do it the other way here. Alright. So I just realized none of this is aligned to the grid. So we're gonna have to make it aligned to the grid. Okie dokie. Well, never mind. So much for the the other idea I just had. We gotta do it a little bit slower way. The way it's a little slower. Hey, you're always welcome to. But we have a question of the day here on this channel. Just something that kind of, you know, spark a conversation and get to know each other a little better. You feel free to answer it or feel free to don't. There is no obligation. Alright, let's just bring this up. Like so. You bring in more. Perfect. Just like that. Although, I mean, this piece right here is not going to be perfectly aligned. I think with the way that's curved, I don't think that's really going to work. Like the whole space, but it will have to be fine. If I have to, I mean, it's going to be fine one way or another because I'm leaving it like that. Ha! I'm lazy. Drop connection. It's all good. Yes, there is, yeah, pretty much. I have a question of the day here on the channel. You are welcome to answer it, but you don't have to. Don't feel obligated if you don't want to. It's just something that is there as a kind of get to know you thing, as well as something to spark conversation. But it is completely of your own volition. So don't be pressured. Looking at you, aren't. Wonderful cup of tea. It really does wonders for the soul. Alright, now let's just start moving all these back down so we can align them with the grid here. Gonna have to make this a little bit lower. Do I even need that second piece then? I do, okay. Whoopsie. Yeah, Arya's a big fan of stories. That's why you should DM. You met Ray Charles in St. Louis? No way. That's sick. Dude. Now that's up there. Ray Charles is a cool dude. Oh, are you old enough to know who Ray Charles is? You played ping pong with Jurassic 5? No way. That makes more sense. Yeah, I figured when you said you met Ray Charles, you're definitely, you know, not a teenager. Alright, yeah, Ray Charles is a musician. Specifically a, more blues, right? I think I would call him blues or soul music. Excellent musician. I actually went blind later on in life. An OG gamer, hey, nothing wrong with that. Those old OG games are honestly sometimes the best. I love me some OG. Motown, hey. Well, that's sick. Do you like work in an industry where you meet a lot of people like that? Or is it just kind of happenstance? There it is. Again, I apologize for the sneezing. It is rather cold, a little bit chilly up here. So I've been sneezing a fair bit. Thank you very much for the blessings. You just kind of been around? Cool. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, I think it's what we're doing. We're going to make a little outlet right here. And we'll take another one of these bad boys and just kind of connect it on in. That needs to be down a pixel. Perfect. And then we'll add a different floor. We'll add this floor right here. As this will kind of be like a landing. I'll do more with that. That's like the 4th time I've sneezed this stream. Yeah. I've sneezed a lot this stream. It's like, I mean, what even is the temperature in here? It's like probably like 60 degrees or 55 around in my room right now, which is, you know, not enough to bother me because I live in New England, so it's always cold here, but just enough to irritate my nose to the point of sniffling and sneezing. In other words, it's a grand old time. Oh, excuse me. What's New England like? Kind of like regular England, actually. Believe it or not. Translate that to Celsius. We'll say 50. It's like 58. Oh, no, it's like 60, 64. I have to see. I'm too lazy to do calculations. 17.7. 17, a little bit warmer. It's not that cold. It's not 12. Cold and rainy, yeah. A lot of hills, a lot of mountains, stuff like that. Pretty temperate, I mean, but still pretty chilly. And we've gotten snow in like June before. This was years ago, but it's happened. We get stuff. You can't do math, neither can I. It's okay. I am just too lazy to actually do some math. So I'm just like, something like that. But anyway. So Jonas, I think you didn't quite say you played D&D, but judging by your emotes, I'm assuming you did. I'm assuming you do, but are you a player or DM maybe? Or just a watcher? An enjoyer. England doesn't get snow. Oh no, what a shame. What a shame that you don't get snow. You're not missing out. In fact, it's snowing today. It was snowing earlier. I think it stopped now. But yeah, you're really not missing out too much. It's not that great. It's a lot of work. You gotta do a lot of extra work. Like, yeah, shovel, de-ice it. Not a grand old time. Well, you should move to New England. Parenting, no worries, dude. I get it. So are you a DM or a player of Dungeons & Dragons? And if so, what edition? You grew up with snow? And you love it? Ooh. That's right. Russian. Yeah. I mean, I loved snow when I was like a kid. But once I got older, it's just kind of like, oh great, snowing again. I'm going to have to deal with all this. I'm going to have to shovel for, 5 or 6 hours. Because I have like a decent sized yard. And it gets quite full. You only ever played twice in the 80s. Okay, so 80s. Probably 2nd edition, if I were to guess. I think 2nd edition was out by the 80s. I know first was. First was out in 77, I think. I wasn't around then. I ain't that old. Alright, we're gonna make this kind of go up. This is gonna be a dead end. Like so. But nice. Did you enjoy it? Or at least back then? Because I think there were some cool stuff back in the 80s. I think 2nd edition had some pretty cool stuff in it. I've only played 5th. So, but I played one other like TTRPG. You like that it's still going? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, now we obviously got 5th edition out, which it's pretty good. There's some gripes with it. Like obviously doesn't cover everything, but for the most part, I really enjoy it. 5th edition. I haven't played the other edition, so I don't have anything to compare to. So I can't say if it's like better than one or the other. But all I can say is I enjoy it. And from what most of the people I play with enjoy it. I think I have like one player who complains about it sometimes, and that's really about it. The rest of the players are fine with it. Okay, and then we're just gonna end this thing right here. With a big old hatch. Now, we'll end with something else. I did like if a console gaming won you over the Atari 2600. Fun fact, I actually still own an Atari 3000 series. We have it in our basement. He's like 30. Yeah, that player's like 30. I usually take his word with a grain of salt, though. Because he just kind of talks about a lot of different things. I want to say he's like a complainer or anything like that, but he's opinionated in a nice way. To put that nicely. Yeah, it was actually, honestly, like some of the games on there are wicked cool. I'd love to get a new Atari VCS console. Ooh. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not familiar with that one, though. Yeah, you'll have to enlighten me on that one. Yeah, the only Atari console I'm really familiar with is the 3000, because, I have that. And I grew up actually playing that a fair bit, too. We're going to scoot these over a bit to make it kind of fit in a little better. There we go. There we go, just various dead ends and such. And then we're gonna grab our double wall, make that 40 size. I guess that's gonna be 45. That's fine. Bring this down to 30. Yeah, they actually have a new one releasing that got buried. No way. Really? Okay, I gotta look this up. Atari VCS. Alright, there's a 2600. The Atari VCS. Let's see. PC hybrid console. What's this? Unmatched versatility in gaming, entertainment, and productivity. Okay. An icon reimagined, Atari returns to the living room with the Atari VCS trademark. Or is that not VCS? Complete modern gaming and video computer system, blending the best console of PC delight with a whole new generations of games. I kind of do. Classic joystick, function in modern technology. That's pretty cool. Because the old ones, oh my goodness, the old ones were so hard to use. Like half of the ones we have, but the buttons don't work, or like it won't. Like you have to really like push the joystick to make it move. They got a controller, GameStop, Onyx bundle. Who's GameStop? All right, I want to know more information about it, though. I want to know more. Wireless classic joystick includes features like a paddle control, rumble LED light effects, second fire button to give retro gaming new life, Bluetooth wireless, blister maker. I mean, yeah, it's a PC, but it's like Atari. You got all the old games on here, games on Atari. Has something for every gamer. The Atari store is loaded with great games, a huge retro library from Antstream, indie games from GameJolt to other. Okay, so it has like the old one. The question is, do you have to repurchase this? I mean, yeah, it's literally a PC. It's a PC that can run retro games without needing RetroArch here, which is actually what I have. I don't really have many games on RetroArch, but this is what I use to run retro games when I stream them. If that's gonna load. It's gonna take a sweet time, but essentially you don't need this program. So why not even open it? There we go. And this is how you do it. And this took me almost a week to figure out how to use. So I can definitely see the appeal. I actually literally had to have my friend help me set that up, and he had to give me BIOS files. It was something. It really was something. Get an emulator without the extra price, pretty much, and without the gray area in legality sometimes. So it's at GameStop, okay. And there's like the bundle at GameStop, only at GameStop naturally. Want to make new games after Atari? Okay, for the Vitari. How much is it? Let's see. Pre-order. $400. That is a bit expensive. Okay, so what is the specifications? So it's using AMD Ryzen Rich, which isn't bad. AMD Ryzen. What kind of Ryzen though? Because just, Ryzen is just generic. It has only 8 gigs, but you can upgrade the RAM. Kind of need more. Storage 32 gigabytes internal. SSD. M2. Only 32 gigabytes? Unlimited external USB. Okay, so it has like no internal storage. 32 gigabytes is less than my phone. My phone has 64 gigabytes. Did not go through that whole playlist. You're on shuffle. So shuffle. Alright. Shuffle, so shuffle on YouTube playlist does not work, by the way. I don't know why I bother with it. We're just gonna put it here. Anyway. Yeah, that's horrendous storage right there. Only 8 gigs of DDR, at least it's DDR4 RAM, so you can upgrade that. It can run essentially everything, which is good, except for Mac, which is, rethinking. It can run Linux. It runs Linux. Alright, it's Wi-Fi AO2, Bluetooth 4.0, which is good. Does it have 5G Wi-Fi? Or 5th gen? Wire connection, HDMI 2, gigabit Ethernet, that's good. USB 3, it's got USB 3, so we got that. It has 2 in the front. All that, okay. It has 4K support, which is interesting. An internal connection required, not for classic gaming, but required to access all features, so you need an internet connection. Well, obviously, I mean, you essentially always need an internet connection. It weighs 3 pounds? Honestly, it's actually really light. So that'd be a good, like, portable computer, honestly. Yeah, you're giving up a lot of storage and probably power, because, you know, AMD Ryzen, I don't know what kind of Ryzen it is. Because there's a lot of different, you know, types. You know, is it the 37 series, the 39? Like, what kind is it? There's a big difference. But, I mean, it looks okay. Maybe they stripped the GPU. I don't know. It doesn't tell. It's not telling you a lot. I'm waiting. But other news. Speaking of things, this is a thing. I misspelled it. Yeah, but pretty much. I think that's what they're going for. On nostalgia. This is the thing, by the way. If you did not know, I talked about this on stream. What the heck is this? The KFC console. It has a chicken warmer and decent actual specs. This is something else. But anyway, talking about odd consoles. But anyway, the Atari one I can kind of see though. Is this real? The Atari or the KFC one? The KFC one is real, yes. You know, I will post you the link. Let me show you. Check that link out. It's legit. It's 100% legit. How many ice house fires are they gonna start? Probably about 5 before they recall them for because of all the lawsuits they're gonna get. I mean, supposedly it's insulated. I don't know if I buy that. But supposedly it's insulated, you know? I don't know. The whole thing seems really odd. I don't think it's something I will pick up. Because it strikes me more as a niche. A very niche thing. I'm going to put that underneath there. That, compared to something I would actually use. Like, yeah, the specs don't look bad. But honestly, I'd rather just buy a PC. Imagine the cooling you have to have. Oh, I know, right? Supposedly they have it, like, isolated and such. But it's just, that sounds like an engineering nightmare to me. Just having to run all that? Oh, man. We're gonna put this like that. This needs to go up a layer. There we go. It just does not sound good. Yeah, hard pass, exactly. Alright, let me just put this back down to 30. Actually, I'm just gonna have to make these rooms. Real quick, I'm just gonna put some socks on because my feet are getting cold. I'll be back in like 3 seconds. I'm not even gonna put the BRB up. The yikes for me too. Alright, there we go. My feet are getting a wee bit chilly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some socks on here. I know this is off topic, but January is Glaucoma Awareness Month. So make sure you all get your eyes checked. Well, there you go. I didn't know this month was Glaucoma Awareness. Alright, gonna go play some Mayhem on Overwatch. Be safe. Hey, thank you so much for coming by, Jonah. Hope you have Jonas, sorry. Hope you have a great day, dude. Now, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. And good luck on Overwatch and have fun, dude. Alright. Yeah, you always get your eyes checked. It's a good thing to do. Oh, it's so much better. Glaucoma. It's a condition where the interact. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, dude. And before you go, let me just drop this real quick. When you put caps lock on accidentally. There we go. Because I did notice you stream. So,
Yeah.
Is that like, I was like,
Is it
"Dang."
sandals?
that's a bit loud.
Nope.
It's Jonas.
Ah, shit, it's me. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna give you a shout out there, brother. You take care and have a great day. But, yeah, if you ask, are you asking what glaucoma is, Art? Because I can give you the medical definition of what glaucoma is. So glaucoma is essentially an increase. There are two main types of glaucoma. There is open angle glaucoma, and there is closed angle glaucoma. But anyway, and there's different differences in those. Closed angle is a medical emergency, while open angle can be kind of resolved a little bit more over time with medical treatment. It just won't go away by itself. But essentially, it's when the pressure in your eyes keeps building up, usually due to a blockage or an increase in aqueous fluids in your eyes, So like there's more water in your eyes, and it just kind of the pressure keeps going up, increasing, which can lead to blindness. That's essentially what glaucoma is in a nutshell. I'm gonna do something with this room. Not quite sure yet though. But yeah. Yeah, it's actually, unfortunately, it's rather common. More common than, you know, people would like. But it's rather common. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just put that right there. That's gonna block that off. I think we got this route pretty much done, which is kind of nice. Put a trap door in that nook. I could put something. Hold on, I can do this. Oh, I know what I can do. We're gonna put a grate. We're gonna put this below it. Grate, some more kind of some yucky water falling down to it. This needs to go above it. Like so, and then we're gonna put a chest underneath there. Kind of underneath this right here. Perfect. There is now a chest hidden underneath. Aw, great. Isn't it great? Last April, I got diagnosed with it. It became important to make people aware because this misconception will happen in the world. Exactly, it's true. It can happen when you're young too. There's a variety of causes to it, and some of it's genetic based. So you can get it when you're quite young. So it's always good to get your eyes checked. It's not invasive now. They don't even have to touch your eyes. They have like a little puff test, and it's pretty quick. So hey, never be afraid to get your eyes checked. Alright, here's what we're actually gonna get rid of the water right here. We're just gonna keep it like that. Grandma has their risk. Yeah, it makes sense. There is a genetic component to it. Do you feel it, or is it just like there? I haven't had glaucoma. I couldn't tell you. But I believe you do notice your vision will just start kind of getting worse and such. And obviously, you know, that's not a good thing. We're gonna make this a little bit smaller. Put just a circle grate right there. And this time we're gonna use the circle tool. Just like that. And bada bing bada boom. Yeah, they call it early. Good. If you can catch it early, you can usually be fine. That's why it is important to get those tests like you mentioned. So because you do want to catch that thing early. Also, I like this song. It's really catchy. Yeah, peripheral vision starts going, but you don't really notice at the beginning. We only caught it because you go to the eye doctors every month, and that's a good thing to do. And that is how you will save your vision right there. Because of that, you know, well, you're still like, you can still have issues with it, but you're probably going to have a lot less. Because there are medications that will do it. There's, you know, oh, what's it called? Adrenal corticoids, I think it was, if I remember correctly. It's, no, sympathomyomimetics. Say that 5 times fast. Sympathomyomimetics. Those are commonly prescribed drugs for closed angle and open angle. There's also some other drugs that are commonly used for it. Yeah, there's quite a variety of drugs used for the treatment of glaucoma. We're gonna keep that like that. Just like so. You have an eye dropper, use it every day at the same time. Yep. And I'm assuming that, if I were to guess, it's going to constrict some of the blood vessels in the eye, kind of like that. It provides space. Or is it makes the eye smaller? I think I know exactly what the eye drop is. It's not bromine. But I think it started with a B. Hey, Paralyze, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the queue. Glad you're here, enjoying this wonderful map making and chill stream with us. But how are you doing today? How is your Thursday going so far? Hopefully you're having a nice one. Poggers indeed. The most poggers. Yeah, brands change. It's the generic. I know the generic drug. Sure, go for it. Send me it. I'm happy to look at it. Do you want me you need a permit, or you want to DM me it? I'll give you a permit anyway. Or you can send me in actually you can send me if you want, like send me a file, send it in Discord. So I have a Discord server. If you hop in that, you can send it there, and then it'll be easier for me to get if you want to send it there. Because then I'll be able to see it a little bit better. Because I don't have my Twitch up. I'm using OBS right here. And that is how I am viewing my chat. Going to adjust that. I love looking at homebrew. It's a good time. It's also like my favorite thing about DMing is just homebrewing stuff. I just make crap up. It's great. Made a PDF the other day for Art of Arts here, actually. For Arcane Archer. I revised it a little bit. Made it kind of like Ranger. Not Ranger. Wild Magic Sorcerer. And we're having fun with that. Checked any drops. Apparently it's from the Paizo company. Okay, do you know the generic name for it? So you're going to have the brand name, and in parentheses below it, you'll have the generic name. I'll show you. Generic drug name. So there's a difference between, brands and such. If I can find, like, an actual thing. Here we go. So, like, Benadryl, it's dihydramycin, which is excellent drug, by the way. Latanoprost, that's what it was. I knew it. Yep, latanoprost. I'm familiar with that drug. It's an anti-glaucoma agent, eye drops. You give it, in the eyes. Actually, I have it in my flashcards. Hold on, I'm gonna find this. PM me in Discord, fantastic. Let me take a look. Alright, and I'm gonna get that flashcard because I think I actually have the flashcard for that drug. 1 second. Sorry, I like medicine. This is what my life is. Okay. I have a stupid amount of flashcards. This is like a quarter of the flashcards I have for pharmacology. But let me find it real quick. I have ear agents, glaucoma, osmotic diuretics. That's mannitol, prostaglandin agonist, latanoprost. That's what it is. Okay, so let's see if my notes are correct. You are using a prostaglandin agonist. Can you see that? And so it's latanoprost. It's for glaucoma. It decreases intraocular pressure by increasing the outflow of aqueous fluids. It also makes the lashes grow longer and changes color of the eyes to brown permanently if you have a light color eye. There you go. Do that. There's your drug. So cool. It's alright. I got really excited there. I knew that drug. Used to do the same thing. Studied flashcards. Oh, flashcards are great. I love flashcards. Alright, let's take a look at this. Acebird. Alright. Acebird? Acebird? Is that how you say it? Okie dokie. So, my blue eyes. Yes, your poor blue eyes. Don't take this drug if you value your blue eyes. There are other options, like mannitol is a diuretic, it's osmotic. Anyway, Acebirds are miniature birds of prey around the size of a robin. Both genders have gray feathers with black tips, a pointy beak and sharp talons attached to venom glands. The males have a crest over the top of their head, similar to a cockatiel, as well as a striped belly. This is very descriptive. I like it so far. The females, instead of having stripes on their back, have stripes on the back of their wings and have no crest. Acebirds' nests are made in clusters with nests from other members of the pack, forming collective layers. Acebird eggs are black and I'm assuming that you meant to say round? Yeah, vision's a little bit more important than your color. I think you meant to say round there. But anyway, with small bumps around the shell. They are incredibly fragile and often observed in turns by the pack to make sure they are always at least somewhat secure. Alright. Acebirds, despite being birds of prey, are incredibly social animals, often mate for life. Should their mate die, they tend to fall into deep depression. Yeah, there are other options. Alright, so let's see. So it has an AC of 13, which is just its dex, which makes sense for a tiny creature. Hit point 7, that seems good. Let's see. Challenge rating 2. Hold up. Alright, I mean, if you're using this in Swarm, Spam, it's the second spam call I've got today. Alright. So, key, hearing, and sight. Yeah, that makes sense. Perception relies on hearing or sight. Because, I mean, birds, I can see that. Let's see, stats, +3 to dex, +1 to con, +2 to whiz, -3 to charisma. Yeah, makes sense again. Okay, dark vision, passive perception, resistance to poison. Is there a reason it's resistant to poison? Like, do you have that in the lore, or is it just there so because it's just resistant to poison? Alright, evasion. If the Acebird is subjected to an area effect that allows it to make a dexterity saving throw, it only takes half damage. The Esper instead takes no damage if it succeeds on the saving throw, and only takes half damage if it fails. Okay. So I get that. Let me just keep reading here. Pack Tactics. Can't go right. Pack Tactics is a good time. You get an update? Oh, the stat block? Okay. Do you have something you use for stat blocks? Or if not, I can show you something. Multi-attack. Whoop. It's gone. Also, I got an email. Yep, I know. I'm getting it. I just got told I need to upload my physical. I'm getting it tomorrow. So while you're doing that, if you need something for stat to make stat block, right here, this is TerraCube. This is what I use. It works quite well. You just throw in all the stuff and it just puts it right in. I've made some creatures with this. Like if I load a stat block, I don't think I actually have anything in here that was recent. Let me keep going back and see if I can find it though. It was around this time I actually made that. Dark Souls. I have to really look back. See all my nursing stuff. I don't know where the files are, but you can, put stuff. You can also just kind of throw a stat block and use it as a preset, and it has all that stuff right there. So this is a good stat block generator if you need one of those, because then you can also download it. You can save it, and then you can just copy, or you can, I can update it too. Yeah, you can view the image right here, and then it'll download it as a PNG, and then you just have it, and it's in HD. It's like 1080, I think. Around there, give or take. Yeah, there we go. So that is an option if you don't know about that. Real quick, I just gotta respond to this email, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna respond to an email real fast. All right. And getting my physical tomorrow morning, and we'll upload it after. Thank you. Thanks you. Thank you. There we go. Thanks you. You've got mail. I do got mail. I always get emails. Let me know when you're done updating that. I'm just gonna go back to working on this. But again, let me know. I'm happy to look at it. But for the most part, it looks really good. I mean, the question is, what are you trying to use it for? You gotta use swarm tactics. Tactics. Ugh. Sometimes I can't speak. Is this slightly smaller? No. Could use that, technically. Eh. Because I can make this a little bit smaller. Just a few. So it just barely fits in there. Perfect. So we'll just grab that. Whoop, not you. I'll keep you there, and then we'll throw this back and put it at 30. So hopefully they won't notice the fact that that is, incorrect. The size right here is what I'm referring to. Put another end grate right there so they can't get into it. This is because this is all just dead end. Put another thing down here. We're gonna keep building this out. Again, just trying to get at least most of the bulk done right here. And bring this on in. Like so. Great. What grate? I'll put more grates down, don't you worry. Take a peek. We'll get all the grates down. This song's almost done. That's kind of a nice song. I know, isn't it just great? Oh, by the way, if you want to know more about more random drugs, I literally have hundreds of flashcards. Well, but maybe not hundreds, probably like 200. So I can pick one at random and tell you about it if you all want. That could be a fun one. There's another channel point reward right there. Yeah, I thought I was dropping frames again. Pick card number 6. Okay. 1. Whoop. 2. Come on. 3. 4. 5. 6. Glaucoma agents. Beta blockers. Ooh, my favorite. Alright, off the top of my head, what was the drug for this one? Oh, Bextol and Tampatol. So, beta blockers. Without looking at what I remember, beta blockers are beta 2. Well, beta blockers are beta 2 or beta 1 and 2, or just beta blockers. Antagonists, meaning they bind to the beta cell receptor site and block them, preventing stimulation. Works great for hypertension, heart attacks, and stuff like that, but you can use it in glaucoma too. And what the card says exactly, it's for glaucoma, closed and open. The mechanism of action is it blocks beta receptors and decreases aqueous humor and formation and increases the outflow of it. Also, it does not affect pupil size, accommodation, or night vision. These are excellent drugs. Beta blockers are excellent drugs. Anyway, back to this. I think we're going to do another grate here. So let's go grab ourselves a great grate. We'll add some walls. I want to use these walls, please. The ones with a little bit orange tint, because that's what we got going on here, like from rust, you know? I guess I'll just put 2 of these, kind of like so. I don't know why the hospital didn't tell me about other meds. They just told me to get the drops and that's it. Yeah, there's more. There are... Alright, just for glaucoma, like, and these aren't even all of them. These are just a few. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are ear agents. Let's see. 5, 6, 7. I had to know 7 drugs. There are plenty more glaucoma drugs. So a lot of times, you know, people they won't just, they'll just kind of give you one and tell you, here, take this. They're not going to give you the information. So which is why it does help to kind of know and do preparation and look what may be right for you. What do you want? Or what would be ideal for you, you know? It is the unfortunate thing. A lot of doctors will just kind of give you, here, take this medication, and that's it, and be done with it. It's just quick and easy. Hey, Dragonfire, welcome back. All right, let's take a look. All right, so looks like you updated your stat block, so let's take a look here. So we got keen hearing and sight, evasion, pack tactics, manage, steadfast, can't be frightened while it sees allied creatures within 30 feet. Okay. A multi-attack, the Asper makes 2 attacks. This beak, one with his beak and one with his talons. Or 2 attacks with its beak, or 1 with its talons and 1 with its beak. Gotcha. So beak attack, say 1d6 plus 3. That's a fair bit for a tiny creature. Talons plus 5 to hit, has a 10-foot reach. Oh, that's a fair bit. So now these are tiny creatures, right? 10-foot reach, tiny creature is a bit much. That would be one thing I would change. Is just put that down to 5, because if these are tiny birds, like reach, like for comparison, 10 feet. 10 feet's massive. Like my room isn't a 10-foot cube. My room is like 7 foot. 10 foot is like twice the size of my entire room. It's 10 feet's the size, about almost the size of a school bus. OG Gamer here, love the Atari 2600. Nice. Looking at old chats. But the poison, if they're kind of poison based, the poison's good. I mean, this is a CR. Okay, it's a CR1 now. Okay, movement speed is reduced by 10 feet at the end of each poison creature's turn. They can make another Constitution saving throw. So they're essentially poisoned, but their movement is reduced too, from what I'm seeing. So it is essentially like Ray of Frost, but poison damage. And they just kind of keep having it reduced till they make a saving throw. Okay. I mean, not that bad, but the question I gotta ask for this number, what are you throwing against? What level is the group? What's the scene, the setting? Because if it's like a group of maybe like level 5 adventurers, and you're trying to, and this isn't meant to be like a big boss, just kind of like a cool thing, this would be perfect. But if it's something around like level 2, 3, a couple of these could really hinder the party. So it's meant to hunt in a pack. Okay, so swarm tactics. So when you say a pack, how many birds are you talking? 2, 3, 5, 10? Because by itself, this is a pretty good creature, especially for a CR1. So that's supposed to be against level 1 to 2, 3. How do you level up in D&D? You take the number and you increase it by 1. No, there's more. I'll get to that in just a second, and I'll tell you about leveling up and fun stuff like that. Because if you're doing if it's more than 3, so let's say it's 4. So let's say 4 creatures Let me go to my dice roller. So dice roller here. So let's say you have 4 creatures, right? So it's fighting a pack. It's a pack of 4 birds. So now they use their attack action, and they're gonna make a talon, 1 attack with its beak, 1 with a talon, each one. Now they have pack tactics, so they all have advantage. So let's say all of them hit, and if it's a lower level adventurer or a lower level party, it would probably their AC is probably not gonna be super high. No one's gonna have plate yet. I mean, unless you're me. I've given players like level 3 plate. Kind of regretted that, but anyway. So let's say there's 4, right? Let's say it'll be 8. Let's say 6 of those hit. Plus inflict paralysis. Okay, so 4 birds. Even still. So paralysis is actually kind of fun. So let's say 4 out of the there's 4 out of the 6 out of the 8 hit, right? And we'll say even split. So 3 are with the beak, 3 with the talons, right? So let's do some just straight damage, assuming this is on 1 target. So we have 3d6, 1, 2, 3, and then we have 3d8. Well, we actually have 3d4, 1, 2, 3, and then we have this Constitution saving throw. So let's say, worst case scenario, they fail all of it. So we'll say 3d8 as well, right? Now these are terrible rolls for the d8s. That's 25 damage. That's not plus the modifiers. So we add 9 damage for the beak, because it's 3 attacks, and then we add an additional 9 for the talons. So that brings it up to 18. So that's plus 18. So that's 43 damage, which is a lot of damage at low level. That can easily one-shot someone and completely kill them, depending on if they're like a wizard or something. So now you can DM this and just kind of spread them out and have their attacks hit different things, and you'll be fine. That's my main concern. It looks a little powerful if they're swarm, because it's going off the stat block. I'm not trying to like attack it. I think it's a good creature. I like it. Let me go back here. How can I zoom in? Control plus. There we go. Let's zoom in here so we can read this a little better. So now talons. Slashing damage, you must see on the order. I mean, if it doesn't, it just doesn't take the damage, right? So perfect. So then you wouldn't take that, and it would be less DPS from them, and then it's a fair bit of poison. Damage will be poisoned. The poison creatures cannot make reactions, and their movement speed is reduced by 10. At the end of each, it can get out of that. So the only thing, one more concern with it, besides the one more concern I have for this is, if the fight starts going south, they may not be able to run. Because your players, unless they have either some way of teleportation, flight, or expeditious retreat, these birds have a fly speed of 50 feet, which is about a player and a half. So even if they dash, the birds will still catch up. Because the birds if they have a 10-foot reach, right, like they do here, they can still keep making attacks, and the birds can dash too. So if they really wanted to chase, they can dash, and then they'll be right in front of them. So, and they can just, the players may not be able to escape from this. I don't know. So you might want to look into that. I might get rid of the 10-foot, unless is that base poison? Poison condition, 5e. I don't use the poison condition often, so I don't recall. Alright, poisoned. Disadvantage. Okay, it has a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So planning on reducing the reach to 5 feet and having it inflict paralysis instead of slowing. Okay. Paralysis is kind of worse. I mean, it's great for if you really want to kill your players. It's fantastic for that. But paralysis, let me show you what paralysis does. If I scroll up, paralyzed. So they are incapacitated. They can't move or speak. It automatically fails any saving throw. Attack rolls advantage. They already do with the pack attack. But this right here, any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. Any attack. So these birds will, if they paralyze it, almost guaranteed to hit every attack. In addition to that, it's going to be critical hit for every attack that hits. That's some big damage right there. So I'm thinking, honestly, you might just be able to you would probably be fine, because it's a low CR thing, with just poisoned. it may not sound as cool, but just with the poison effect on the talons, you can keep the 1d8 damage, and then just have it affect poison condition. Because that's already disadvantage on both attack rolls and ability checks. How do I put a caveat? If the creature is small or large, the paralysis does not take effect. There's not enough venom. So essentially, you could do a couple ways. You could just you could have it so it does not affect creatures if they are above, let's say if they are medium size or above, it will not paralyze them. Or you could have it, trying to think of a way. It'd be based off weight, actually, if you're doing medical. You can have them take 10 divide their weight by 10 add to it, but that gets complicated. Because say, I can't write in this, but if I bring up my notepad here. I bring up notepad. But say, you know, they weigh 210 pounds. You could divide that by 10, which gives you 21. Obviously, you could add that to the roll, but that would be a bit much. So you could divide by 100 and then add 2. Nah. Probably you could just have it not affect those of medium or larger creatures. That could be okay. Extremely low damage, but paralysis just be annoying. Well, paralysis is annoying. It's not less annoying though, because even if you remember what critical hits do. So let me go here, back to my dice roller, because I do have dice right next to me, but you can't see me rolling those. So let's just say it makes 3 attacks, right? But it makes 2 attacks. So one bird, it's already paralyzed them, so they can make 2 attacks. So you have your D6, right? And your D4. So now a critical hit, it doubles that. You now have double the amount of dice. That's 15 damage from one bird. And then, we'll say, if it fails its Constitution saving throw, you have another dice. Terrible roll right there, obviously. And then this also gets added 6 to. So that's 22 damage on a hit if they're paralyzed. Assuming they fail, even if they don't fail it, that's still 21 damage. That's a little bit above average, but you can roll this again. Now that's 22, but you can see it's kind of up there. But if you want it to be like, if you want these guys to be like really hard and challenging, that's great. Then this would be perfect for it. But if you're going for like everyday encounters, this may not be the best. I don't quite know what you want with it. Yeah, scoot my camera over here. That's my only concern. Because it's easy to make something too powerful and then accidentally kill your characters. And then you'd be like, oh crap, I should have made that more weak. And well, it's the same amount of work, but you can also do the same with these birds, make them a little underpowered. Then if you find, all right, they're not challenging enough, you can throw more. That's the power of swarms. So like if you have a really weak creature, you can throw, 5 at a party, or probably 10. I'll use rats as an example. I'm not griping. I think it's a great stat. Like I like it. Okay, rats, it's terrible. Let me use a different one. Kobolds. So kobolds here. These guys are weak. Like they're terrible. Like at 5 HP, a dagger +4. But what makes them shine is they do hordes. So, this isn't much. Anyone can take this out. But you throw 10 of these at a party, and especially if it's like fighters or single damage things and they don't have AoE, they can wreck a low-level party easily. Like, it's insane how much damage these can do, because if you think about it, they have pack tactics. That's really powerful, because that almost guaranteed to hit with that +4. And then that's a D4, but your time, D4 is not a lot, D4 +2, that's an average of 3-4 damage. Actually, technically average is 4.5 to 5 damage around there. Which is not a lot, right? But now you times that by, say, 6, because you gang up on one person. That's 30 damage right there. So pack tactics like this really can make up for anything like that. So you don't necessarily need to make it incredibly strong. But if that's what you're going for, if you want this to be incredibly strong, then this is okay. But again, it's up to you. If you're a homebrew, I'm just giving my thoughts on it. Although they don't have much HP, which kind of can make up for it. But I don't know. It's up to you. What do you think? Yeah, by the way, we're making, for those who just joined us, we are currently also making a map. It's like a nice sewer maze. We'll probably be working on this for more than one stream. In fact, I should probably pop a save down. We'll call it the Rat Way. The Rat Waves. Bada bing, bada boom. Just, yeah, not roll low. Yeah, pretty much. 1 damage bird's always paralyzed. I mean, you could do that. You can make the damage 1 if you really wanted to. Anyway, so this is what we got so far. We're just working out the pipes and such. Oh my, we have a lot of pipes and such to work out. So, it's very much a work in progress. But we're working on it. Oh, by the way, another thing. Naturalcrit.com. This is an amazing website. You can make some badges to give your players, but this is what I really use right here, the home brewery. This is amazing. I use this to write any PDFs I have for homebrew. It's so good. I only have a couple on here. I have a Warlock Patron, which I made. This one's supposed to be a bit powerful. And then we have like the Wild Arrow Magic. You have to do a little bit of HTML, but once you kind of get a feel for it and learn a bit, it's really easy. And then you can just make stuff that looks professional, and it's easy to read. This is how I made Art of Arts here's Wild Arrow Magic. Essentially, and it's put stuff. But anyway, random thing, not sponsored by the way. I'm not sponsored by any of this. I'm just some dude. Flies overhead, does 1 damage, paralyzes, and then runs away. Hit and run tactics, baby. It's effective. Hey, hit and run tactics, they'll mess you up. It can ruin your day. Hey, but let's keep getting some pipes down here. I should call this Pipe Dream. Because there's a lot of pipes. Oh, Potato, right. Leveling up your character. Sorry, I didn't forget about you. But how you level up your character is essentially the DM will tell you, hey, you leveled up. Or if you're playing with experience, you'll hit milestones. The game we're playing, we're doing milestones. And you don't have to worry about experience because it's just a lot to keep track of. So, and when you level up, what you do is you roll your hit die. So I'm going to give my dice roller. Which, you're a druid, so it's a d8. So you roll your hit die, and you add your constitution to that. And then you add that to your maximum HP. And then you also take a look at what... let me just get druid here. You look at your class, and see if you get anything. So next level is level 4. So you gain a wild shape improvement, as well as an ability score improvement. That's essentially how you level up, and you also get more spells. You just add stuff on. It's pretty simple. It's nothing to be scared of. Anyway, that's really all there is to leveling up. It's wicked easy. I mean, selecting what spell you want, that's less easy. That takes some time, but... Oh, I need to update this. The Rat Way. The Rat Ways. There we go. Updated stream information. Because we're not making the roadside encounter anymore. We finished that one. But yeah. But don't worry, we'll get to all of that when we get there. We're not there yet, so don't worry about that. Also, when I'm done, when I'm done streaming, I'll open a Foundry for you, so you can go ahead and take a look and see what you need to do there. Not below it. All I can think of is when talking about D&D is a quote from Joe Cat. Unless your DM is sadist and doesn't go for grace rolls. Yeah, I do. So the way I like to do HP is I'll do it. If you get below the average, you take the average. Is because I think, like not having grace rolls or essentially punishing your players like that by not letting them like get decent HP rolls is insane. Like, you're a wizard, you rolled a 1, or you rolled a 1 on your hit die, you have a +1 on your con. Well, that sucks for you, son. You looks like you're only getting 2 HP this level. Welcome to Wizard, by the way. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. The way I play my games is I want my players to be successful. I want my players to win. Every fight, I'm not playing against my players. I'm playing with trying to give them the best I can. Hey, Broke Hamster, welcome so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I'm glad you're here today. Wow, that came out very wrong. Oh, by the way, for anyone just joining us, we do have a community challenge going on right now. It's right here. If you click, is in the channel points redemption. If you click on that, you can see it. We're currently working our way to our goal. If we get to 100 channel points, we are going to do a D&D live stream with you, the viewer. So if you want to participate in that, feel free. Yo, Puppy Soup. You have a problem? It's 1:30 here. You just woke up. Been streaming for 2.5 hours and you're an hour ahead of me. Oh, it's all good, dude. I woke up like almost 10, so I feel that. Thank you so much, Brocamp, for contributing. Yeah, and if you're interested in playing that when we do get it, I think it's looking like we might. Just go ahead and hop in Discord. By the time we get there, I'll make a channel for it. And depending on if we have like more than 8 people, I'll probably split it into 2 games. They're just gonna be one shots and they're gonna be pretty easy. Nothing too crazy, but we're gonna have a fun time. What software are you using for map creation? I am using a program called Incarnate RPG. I'll show you. Let me save this real quick. It is essentially like a template with stamps and such. You can make a bunch of stuff with it. I love this program. There is a free version. I have the professional version, but it's not necessarily great. I'll show you some other maps real quick. You can make a lot of stuff with it. It's like there's layers and art and such. I'll go to this one, for example. And you just take stamps, you place them down. You can paint stuff on, you can do different textures, you can change the hue, the size of textures, the color, all that jazz. And then you just essentially grab stamps here, and you just place them like so. And they just go on there. There's some lighting stuff you can mess around with and themes, but it's really easy to use, and you can make stuff like this without having much skill. Like, I'm not that good. I just have a lot of time on my hands. That's why I use it. It's called Incarnate. Other people make incredible things, by the way, like this. This is insane. People make some wicked cool stuff. Yeah. It's honestly, it's really affordable, too. It's $25 for a year of this, which is fantastic. Like I said, I use this all the time, too. So if you're a DM and you like making stuff, or like making maps or anything else, highly recommend this. I am not sponsored in no way. Doesn't currently sponsor me or this channel, but I just really love the product, so I'm happy to endorse it. I mean, yeah, and you can adjust the size of things, the rotation, the opacity. It's essentially everything you need, and they're always updating it, adding new textures. Difference between pro and free. So the pro version gives you a lot more assets you can use, as well as different textures, while the free version has a kind of a minimum supply of it. So, like with the pro version, you get access to everything. So almost 3,000 battle map stamps, 1,300 regional stuff. But I think for free, you just get the classical, the regional classical. If I remember correctly, you might get more. Oh, but it has some new stamps here actually, which is kind of like cartoony. It's actually pretty good. I haven't really messed around with this style of map making too much. Definitely it will in the future though. But if you like making maps for your players, I recommend get the $25 and just $25 a year, and just go ahead and do it. It's so worth it. This is what I do. Next, please watch this video. Great 40-second video. Oh, no. Should I be scared, Art? I feel like I should be scared. Also, Puppy, how you doing, buddy? How's your day going? I know you just woke up, but how's your day going so far? I didn't get a chance to ask you. I was distracted. Oh, no. All right, let's check this out. Oh, I've seen this. I saw this, yeah. I follow JoeCat. I'm not subscribed, though. I should be subscribed. Oh, I'm going to have to watch that later. Matt Colvin video. Copyright. Anyway. Yeah, I've seen that video. That's pretty funny. JoeCat is pretty funny. He has a guide called Crap Guide to D&D on YouTube, and it is phenomenal. It's hysterical, and it actually describes the classes really well. So, yeah, definitely worth a check out. Pretty good. Couldn't sleep last night, so you're up to like 5. Ooh, I feel that, though. I was up to 2 because I couldn't sleep either. I ended up playing Phasmophobia at like 1:30 in the morning with some other streamers. I mean, it was fun. We had a grand old time. I just wish I was sleeping. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna pop this bad boy right there. Oh, by the way, Puppy, this is for you. Let me just... Oh, sorry, I got an email. Okay, she said. Fantastic. Puppy, I'm glad you're here. Welcome back.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today.
Like I set up a what do you call it? A stream deck, like a digital one. Oh, you think that's good, Puppy? You know, everyone here too. All of you are.
You're breathtaking.
You're all breathtaking. Keanu Reeves says so. He must be true. And we all know Keanu is never wrong. This is a very basic map. Definitely look into that. Currently just completed online D&D at the moment. But where to do this, will I show my players or do you kind of keep it secret? You can show, you mean show your player the maps or the program? I mean, you can absolutely do the, thank you. The maps, yeah, you can absolutely, you can download them or you can export them. Let me save this and I'll give you an example. So you can export, oh yeah, all right, I'll check that in just a second. So you can just export your maps and it'll save it as a PNG. So now if you, do you use Roll20, Foundry, or what do you use exactly? And while you're answering that, let me look at this. It's a bit wide. So a little bit of a wide stat block, but I kind of like it. All right, let's see. All right, so the reach is 5 feet. Good. That's a little bit better. All right, damage, poison, creature speed reduced by half. Okay, so, all right. Failure, they take 2 poison damage. Oh, so it's going to be damage over time, too. If a creature fails 3 saving throws in a roll, in a roll, do you mean in a row? W-R-O? Like, so. 3 saving throws in a row, they'll become paralyzed. That's good. I like that. That's good. Because that makes it's possible to happen, but it's not guaranteed. So that will make your players survive a little bit longer. Because, you know, you kind of want your players to be alive. Really been looking into this stuff, COVID through wrenching your plans, but I think of using Roll20. It kind of is. So I actually just switched over from Roll20 to Foundry. Oh, Foundry's so much better. It's money. It costs money, but it's so good. I'll get into that in just a second, though. The 2 attacks. All right, so now that it's changed a little bit, and it's not a 10-foot reach, I think this is a little bit better. Yeah, this is a lot more tolerable, and you can throw this. This would be good for probably, if it was a pack of 4, I would say good for like a level 3 to 4 party adventurer, and those would be good. Yeah, so it looks pretty good. It is, but as a DM getting to use it, it takes a bit. So let me go ahead and boot up my Roll20. Like example, I'll use Adventures and Misadventures here. So, and for all this, I mean, it's easy. You just upload your maps to it. But yeah, and fair, I like it. It looks good. Let me launch this. So Roll20 is what I mainly use, but I did switch over to Foundry, which I'll show you after this, because there's so much more you can do with Foundry. Granted, it costs money. That's the only downside to it. All right, so it takes a second to load in. But if you're new to like getting into D&D, this and you don't want to spend money, Roll20 is a good alternative. It doesn't cost anything. It's pretty simple. But this is the game we have going here. So you can see this is a map I made, actually. I'll show you. So I made this on Incarnate. Right here. No, that's the last stand. Right here. If I load it up. So it's a nighttime battle scene. They're all camping and such. So then you just export it. And you can export this if you have it up to 8K. Which takes a long time. But you can add different filters to it too. I add a night scene, so it looks dark, because I messed around with light and shadow. And you just export, take the PNG, drag and drop it literally over here. And then you just, you can put a grid on or align it to the grid if need be. And that's it. And then your players can move around it. The map is just a background for a map, essentially. You don't need to do too much unless you have the premium version of Roll20. And then you can add like walls and legacy lighting. But, which is also what you can do with Foundry, which I have. Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Excellent. Highly recommend it. Yes, with your critical fail. You almost killed your party member with that critical fail. You almost shot her in the head. Poor potato. Do the players control their own character? Yes. They control their own character. So in Roll20, I'll minimize this for now. So for example, I'm the GM in this, so I control everything. But I have it set right here if I go here. So this is generic. But if I have it represent, I have a bunch of other characters in here. This is one I use for a different group. I think the players are over here. Or are they? No, that's another Incarnate map. Where did I put the players? Here they are. So this is the players in the another game I run. This guy's named P.T. Bailey, based off of P.T. Barnum. He's a circus guy, so I literally made his image P.T. Barnum. Anyway, so they can control their players. So you can see it represents P.T. Bailey, and its name is P.T. Bailey, and it's controlled by that character. So only the character can actually move their token. None of the other players can unless you want them to. Let me show you in my Twitch game. So because I play a game on Twitch here with Puppy Soup, Face Rogue, and Cat Makes called Twitch D&D. I do not stream it. This is off stream. But if I load this up, I'll give you a better example. Because this one's a little more polished. I don't use Roll20 with that group often anymore, so I don't put a lot of effort into the Roll20. With this group, we're all online. So it's loading in. It takes a second. There we go, but now it's really in. So with the characters, you can add status effects to them. You can also make bars tell things, like either this one for their HP, that one for their AC. So now when you click over, they have a health bar. You know, when you just change that number and it damages them, etc. And then all their character sheets are right in here. There's a lot of other stuff I have in here, like magic items, quests. So, but if I go to Kayo-san, which is Puppy Soup's character right here, you can see they have a whole character sheet. Everything's down right here. Here are their attacks. You can just click that, and we'll say a normal roll. There we go, and it rolls it. So he rolled an 11, and the damage was 7, which is super nice. It has all the inventory, oh, they changed this. I like the way this looks. How much money they have. It does the weight. You have to manually add the weight, though. I don't recommend the encumbrance system. It's terrible. Just don't play with encumbrance unless you have Foundry. He has arrows and such, which now is unbreakable arrows, which is nice for him. And all the stuff, you can just click things, automatically rolls it. And it does like 3D dice, as you can see right there, and it does that. So now this is a great free alternative. And you also have spells too. So you have all the spells right here. And all you have to do is click them. And it'll say cast at what level, and it puts it right there. Or, Cauldron of Arrows, I'm using as an example, or Cure Wounds. We'll say we'll cast that at level, we'll say 9th level. So what it's going to do. And then you can also add you can drag and drop, so it adds it to here. And you can make these all have like effects. So you click it, it'll automatically roll things. So that's a good option if you want something free. Now, if you want something that you can do a little bit more with, let me show you. I use Foundry. So let me go ahead and... this is a world that came with it, so I'll launch this. So if I launch this right here, this is paid. This is about 40 bucks. But this is excellent. It's so good. We'll go to Red Claw Distillery. So essentially, you're the GM, etc. But you have characters. So now, there's vision. So the players can't see far. They can only see within their cone of vision, which in this case, let's see. It's, he has dim vision 30 feet and such, but she should be able to see further. So you can move them around. They move, the vision changes. Obstacles that are high up, you can't see over. You can't move through walls unless you're the GM like me. But you can't see through doors unless they're opened, and then you can. There's a lot of cool vision stuff, but the best part about this is there's a lot of modules you can get. So I can just target this kobold here. So now it's targeted with this character, and if I click Longbow, and it'll automatically pull up on the hotbar, I press attack, we'll do a normal roll. That's a 25 to hit, it hits. So then we're gonna roll damage, normal, 7. But now if I actually go to this character, or actor as it's called, who is this? This is Sean, okay. So if we go to Sean, click his inventory, we do Rapier, which is equipped. We click the image, it will automatically bring that up. So we'll say attack, normal. So we got that on there. It hits, and again, damage. We'll say it's a critical hit. It will do damage, all pretty easy. But now this is without modules. So now if I go back to, return to setup here. And I go to Dungeons & Dragons Newbies, which is a game I'm playing with Art of Art and Puny Potato here. I'll join as Game Master. This right here, there's a bunch of mods I have installed. You can download modules, which are phenomenal, and they can do a variety of things. From things like FX. So like, you want to cast Fireball, boom, look, Fireball, it explodes. Super easy. Witch Bolt. This is just kind of cool stuff. You can do weather effects, but the biggest thing, if I go to the inn here, you can actually add walls. So if I select a player, I have some of the walls here. So you can see as they move. You can only see, you can't see through the walls. My character you're following, maybe. It's pretty simple. And then if you open the door, you can see in it, and then you have vision. It's like Fog of War works great. And there's modules you can automate combat with. So if I take this, right click, target, then we select her. And now I go click here, and here's her name. We go to our inventory. Let's say she'll use her rapier. So we're just going to click the rapier. It's automatically going to roll the attack and the damage. And if it hits, it's automatically applies the damage. Now that did a 21, so that hits. And it automatically applied it. So now you can see the Aarakocra is badly injured. Just like that. You can automate this stuff all with Foundry. I love this. I've just got into it recently, so I'm still learning how to use it. But there is so much stuff you can do, and you can drag all this stuff in your hotbar and just click it. You can do the same with spells. And look, now it's dead. Now it's dead. It automatically tracks stuff. It's beautiful. But those are like the ones I use. So those are good programs that at least I'm familiar with. There are other programs out there that people use that are excellent. I have not used them, so I can't really tell you too much. But those are worth definitely checking out. I recommend if you don't want to spend money, you're just getting into it, check out Roll20 if you're not sure where you're going to go, because it's free, it's kind of easy to use, and for the most part, it doesn't have too many issues. But if you're like serious about it, honestly, Foundry is really good. Granted, I've only just started using it recently. But still, anyway, but that's my 2 cents. But in the end, I am just some dude on the internet, so, you know, take all of that with a grain of salt. Figure out what's best for you and your players. Because not everything is gonna work. This is not gonna work equally, I should say. This needs to be like this. I don't like this. I don't like this curve. No sir. But I can kind of melt it there. There we go. But yeah. Anyway, have any other questions? So I kind of rambled on there a bit. I tend to get excited and just keep on running my mouth there. So if y'all ever want me to shut up, just let me know. I'm happy to do it. You're not some dude on the internet. You're the next dude on the internet. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But, you know, all right, you know, you're the real dude here because
You're breathtaking.
I'm having way too much fun with that. Anyway, back to map making, which is the reason people are actually here. At least I think so. I think so. This is slightly off center, but it'll be fine. You keep it rolling. I'll try to keep it rolling. They see me rolling. They hate it. Anyway, but yeah. Oh, what was it? Put it back there. Failery? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Do you have any more questions on the homebrew or anything else you want me to look over? I'm happy to do it. But yeah, but homebrew looks pretty good now. It's a little more balanced. At least somewhat. It's still gonna be pretty fierce in combat, especially as a pack. But I think you'll manage. I think your players will manage, I should say. At least I hope they will. I hope so. We'll find out. Anyway, so what's everyone up to today on this fine Thursday? Anyone got any plans? Doing anything fun, maybe? Or just kind of chilling out? Homebrew pog. I love homebrew. I literally made a homebrew cleric class because I felt like it the other day. It's essentially, if you're familiar with Paladin, it's Paladin's Lay on Hands, the class. It's very dumb, but I thought it would be fun. So it can be. There's absolutely a way you can make that class so broken, but I'm not gonna publish or anything. I'm gonna keep it to myself, so it's not gonna be super bad. Trying really hard not to slap people. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I know there have been some work issues with that, but do your best. It's not worth it. Just keep telling yourself that, Dragonfire. The unemployment is not worth it. Also, I changed my mind with this room. This is gonna be a big room. So we're just gonna change this up a bit. Is that all you have planned today, by the way, Puppy? Just a shower? Nothing else? If so, I can respect that. Alright, there we go. You got this. I believe in you, Dragonfire. I believe in you. You can do it! And we're gonna make this a big old room here. Man's gotta do what he's gotta do. It's true. But you know, I would like her to have a job, you know, because you know it's not easy to take care of Zangy. He's a high maintenance guy. No, I'm kidding. I only say that because I know he won't get mad if I say that. And he's probably lurking in chat or something and just like looking like, oh yeah, I see how it is. I'll get you next time, next guy. But then he's another streamer friend here. Good times for stupid as Gaunt. Oh yeah. I can't stand stupid people. They drive me bonkers. Especially people who lack common sense and should know better. Like, and people who do know better but do stupid things despite that. That gets me going. That right there, that gets me mad. I pride myself on not getting mad often. Anyway, let's go ahead. Oh, that's background again. Let's go ahead and get these floors in. I'm going to adjust all these floors. Don't worry. They're not going to be sticking out like so. Anyway, because now we're just going to grab this tool. I need to turn off the softness. Just like so. And we're just going to keep on going. I think I'm just going to get rid of this whole thing. This whole path right here. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Oof. I do not envy you then, Dragonfire. Oh, man. That is not a good time. Oh, yeah, that's a pain, too. Just dislike people in general. No. Oh, wait, I can just use this tool. I'm always forgetting about this tool. This is a more recent addition to Incarnate. I must say, it is so good. You can actually draw boxes and such. It makes my life so much easier. Oh my goodness. There we go. Which means if they know who or what they are, you can keep them at a distance. True. Fair. Grandma always said, love according to knowledge. Box them? Go boxing? Well, let's not go fighting. What just happened to the hue there? Let's put that back, shall we? That was not what I wanted to do. Alright, we're going to put some grates down. And right down there, we're going to put some sewer water. Just so you can kind of barely see that down there. But it looks like it's actually there. By refraining from violence, sir, great man. You and the puns. Put a little chest in there. I'm not going crazy on the details. I'm just trying to get the bulk of this map done right now. Also, why is this so different? What did I do to these stamps? My goodness. There we go. Much better. Told our dispatch folks, after someone was done with lunch, they needed to be picked up and taken to the main gate because the client wants people there at all time. Just found out that didn't happen. Well, considering what business, I know what business you're in, that's not a good thing. That's a very bad thing. Oh my goodness. You should literally fire half these people and just hire new competent people. That'd be so nice, but unfortunately, that can't really happen. Yeah, I try not to let people under my skin. But there are some people, it's so hard. Like, they just know. They know how to get under your skin. Oh, those are the people. Those people. It's easier now that you're more... Yeah, definitely same. As I've gotten older, it does become more easier. Or more easy to do. Because you kind of shrug up. Like, I don't care what people think. I don't care what people think of me anymore, honestly. People can think I'm weird, crazy, whatever. Because in the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what other people think. It matters what you think. And that's really it. That's what it boils down to. Wonderful cup of tea. I'm almost done with my tea, actually, unfortunately. Trying to let people get to me, but man, some days really hard. I understand. I completely understand. 100%. 100%. And then, and some days it's just crazy, and then you hear this song play. And then there is no patience. I just wanted an excuse to use that one. I haven't used it yet. That's all. Yeah, really hope there's a guy in your class. It's a pain to everyone in this class, even his friends. I don't understand like how people like that actually like have friends. Like, don't people like see that and they're like, why would I want to be friends with this dude? Like, I really don't understand that. But maybe I just haven't had enough social contact in my life to fully understand how people work. Which is totally an option. I was homeschooled. But yeah, I just don't get it, man. There'll always be someone. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's always those people who want to push you. Test your limits. See how far you really can go. You know? Always. And you just gotta do things which I won't say on stream. Or won't condone, I should say. We'll do some cave walls. Why not? This will be like kind of like a natural area. Alright, maybe not like that. Maybe kind of like so. Kind of want it to be like this. There we go. And we'll have like the water flow down to that, like a natural kind of cave area. I like that. Yeah, this map is gonna have needs a fair bit of work to do still, but we're getting there. Put that one layer. And then if I do that one layer underneath, perfect. That's what I want to see. Perhaps it's a client request. They're not doing what makes us. Oh yeah, yeah, that's the worst. When they do something and it makes you look bad in front of your boss, your client, anyone who's like your paycheck is dependent on. Not a man of violence, but just, you know. Just sometimes you gotta just, you gotta turn people on and off again, you know what I mean? I'm not condoning violence in any way, shape, or form, by the way. Just getting that out there. Also, I got some Discord pings. Nothing new. Knuckle crunches intensify. Oh yeah. I don't know if the mic can pick that up. I can't you do that forever. Grabs mouth guard. This reminds me of an anime, actually. Yeah, we'll make this a room, too. In fact, I'm thinking I'll make this a longer room. I mean, granted, there hasn't been many rooms out. I still gotta do this area. I'll probably put a room here. But I want to add a couple more rooms here and there so you can actually do stuff. About to be a brawl. Hey, everyone, get in here. Just a good old tavern brawl. Alright, so here's what we're gonna start getting some walls. We're gonna make another long room here. Kind of like a corridor. Yeah, this is gonna be like a long kind of corridor, but it's gonna kind of go out from what I was. Maybe like a service hatch or something. Gonna beat the troublemakers at Dragon's Work. There you go. Although I'm sure Dragonfire does appreciate having a job. Although I can't speak for her, obviously. I am not her. Yeah, we're going to change this up a little bit. I want to put these walls here instead of having more sewer because I want it to look a little bit different. I want there to be different places. Because, you know, just having the same thing over and over again gets kind of drab and boring. So we want to change it. Do some changing, you know? 3 of them today. All right, Puppy's got his work full. He's got his hands full today. All right, all these walls right here. All of y'all. Wall. You need to go up. And up one more. Perfect. Now things should be underneath them. Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, fine then. If that's how you want to be. That's how you'll be. Didn't want to do the layer select like I was trying to do there. So we'll just do it like this, the old-fashioned way. Hey, drop the fill. Welcome back. Hold on, I gotta get my stream deck working.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today.
Sorry, that's so loud. I have to lower that. I'll do that off stream. But glad to have you back. Gonna go chill in VRC for a bit. Fun? Was fun. I'll keep lurking. Hey, thank you very much, Pateo. I appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic day. In fact, let's give you... Well, I'll give a shout out to Puppy. I meant to do it to you.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
We do have some cool streamers in the house, by the way. Puppy Soup Stream, Drop the
PlayStation
Fill.
has, I guess.
And Premium Potato too. Even though she doesn't stream often. Or at all anymore, I think, right? Still, I'll give you that shout. Fortunately, there is no video. That is a sad day. Next time, though. Next time. There we go. But have a great day. I'll be sketching you later. I might be on VRC later. I'm not sure. Depends if I have time. Hey, it depends if I'm fair. But no worries. If you ever stream, I'm following you. I will be right there. I'm happy to watch. And I would love it. It'd be fun. And of course, we gotta select this so we can do this. So we got the sewer water right beneath that. Oh no. Bring that layer up. Up, I said, not down. Thank you very much. That kind of goes in there. We'll do more stuff with that room later. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do with that layer, but all right. But that's actually not bad. So far, we got a lot of work done on this, so that's pretty good. I won't complain. All right, but I think we're actually gonna wrap it up here because it's about 3 o'clock. I told someone I would be on Discord after 3, and I have a friend come over later tonight. I have to confirm that actually with him, so I do got it ready for that. So we are gonna go ahead. We are gonna wrap it up here. We got a fair bit. We'll finish this map up next week. Let's pause this. Yeah, so we are gonna finish that map up next week, but we did get one map done today, which is fantastic. We did that nice and quick. So yeah, so anyway, if you're all here and if you like what you see, be sure, hey, consider giving me a follow. Helps me out greatly. Help us get closer to that follow goal of 300 for our 300 follower special stream, which we're getting insanely close to. It blows my mind, honestly. Besides that, we still have the community challenge going on. If you have not donated to that and you are interested in playing D&D with me on stream, feel free to donate to that. Let's go on. And that's about it. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I think I might do 2 streams tomorrow. Road to 300. Let's go. So there is a new mod coming out for Fallout New Vegas. That's insane. It's like the size of Fallout 3. So I might be streaming that tomorrow, and then we're gonna do normal horror games. So we might get 2 streams tomorrow. Might be. I don't know. If I can get the mod working, I will absolutely do that. So stay tuned for that. And if you're not followed and you want to see that, hit that follow button. It helps me out greatly. But yeah, that's about all I got today. We're gonna go ahead. We are gonna drop a raid. And I think I know just who the raid. So don't go away just yet. If you do want channel points, you're gonna get some channel points for this. Oh yeah. So my buddy, the Faceless Rogue, is currently streaming. So I play D&D with him. He's a fellow DM. And also cool dude. He is playing, he is playing Mass Effect for the first time. So it's wicked cool. But if you want to talk to him about D&D and stuff, he will talk your ear off about it. So if you like D&D content like this, check him out. He's got some cool stuff too. And thank you very much. Thank you, Puppy. I appreciate that. Quick shout-outs. Duke of Fluke, thank you for the follow. Drop the Fill with the raid. Thanks so much for the raid. Terrali04 for the follow, and Broke Hamster for the follow. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for the follow. I hope you have a fantastic day. Before I go, also, if you're not following me, check out my socials. I got a Discord and I got a Twitter. Want to keep up to date? That's the place to be. I've been the Next Guy 100. I am signing off for the last time today. I'll see you tomorrow, and if I don't see you then, I'll be sure to see you the next time. So take care, have a wonderful day, and remember, at the end of the day,
You're breathtaking.
take care.